What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's get it. Day 2, where the real diehards at? We still gonna be here. If you're a real diehard, you still gonna be here day 3. What's up? What's going on, Nick? What's up, the Rocky? Who they? Let's go. If you haven't gotten your Burrow jersey yet and you plan on getting one and you still want to support the channel, definitely be sure to hit the link in the bio, in the description. You can get yours. I'm rocking with the TO today. I have to show y'all that because before people were asking me was when I wore a TO jersey, was it Tyler Croft? Come on, man. Ryan, it's all good, bro. You don't even have to get a jersey, man. They got all kind of stuff there. There's some stuff that's only like $5, but if you ain't got it and you got to do something to protect your family right now, no problem, my friend. Let me know if you guys can hear the sound good, if it's coming through good in terms of the draft. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. To get to this spot. Hopefully, man, we got some people coming through and checking in tonight. I reached out to my guy, Jazzy. I'm going to try to get Jazzy on here. Zim said that he's going to come through. Okay. It looks like my guy, Jazzy, just entered the building.
Yeah, sorry for being
Jazzy, what's good, bro?
Not much, man. What's good with you? Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me turn up my volume real quick.
All right.
Matter of fact, give me 1 second, Jazzy. I will be right back. Let me make sure there's no feedback or echo on my side.
Okay. Hey, babe, can you throw me a Bengals hat? That backwards one? Yeah, in the closet, that gray one. Oh, I can look at the chat, I guess. What's up? Can't wait to see who we get. We got the dream team here. Let's get Mims. What's up, guys? How everybody's doing? We'll see who we get, man. It'll be interesting, especially since we said we might trade down.
Bear with me 1 second, guys. Just trying to make sure that there's no echo coming out.
Yeah.
All right, say something, Jazzy.
Hey, what's up, man?
Okay, perfect. There we go. That way it's not double feedback. What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Just enjoying the draft being here, man. I'm glad like football's back.
Same, bro. It's kind of crazy. It's like we got Joe Burrow yesterday, which we were all confident that we were going to get him. But just watching the picks, like watching the rest of the draft was interesting for me as well. Like I know you're in the Texas area, seeing CeeDee Lamb go to the Cowboys, that was kind of crazy. But looking and hoping that offensive lineman or a linebacker or one of the receivers didn't get picked. I think that was like the bonus side of it, because it's like literally once you get to the end of the draft, after the 32nd pick is going off, essentially who's available. So that part of it was pretty dope.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys on the board that I think we potentially have the opportunity. And, I read what you did right before you posted your video before this, that we're looking to trade down. And that's because there is so many guys that I think we have many options that we could take in the second round and have that capital like you said. And so I'm just very intrigued to see if we do trade back, what are we going to take? Who are we going to take? What do
you think? If it were you in the Bengals position and you were able to move back, let's just say like six picks or something like that, which position would you kind of target?
Man, I think when you make a splash, like you take somebody like Joe Burrow, I think you really, if an offensive lineman's there that's worth it, I think you really take that position. And that's where I thought we were going to maybe, if we drop back, I think that maybe they're thinking is maybe Josh Jones will still be there. I think there's a chance. I think there's a better chance for him to be there than Zach Bond. I would love to have linebacker help, but I don't see Zach Bond dropping that far. I think he's going to get picked in like one of the first 4 or 5 picks in the second round right here.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro, because you got AJ Epinesa still out there in terms of defensive ends. Yeah. You got linebackers still out there, like you said, with Zach Bond being kind of an edge rusher linebacker kind of guy. You've also got some other guys out there. A lot of fans on Twitter want us to go after Denzel Mims. You still got Higgins. Like, there were no safeties taken. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how many, like, people are still left out there.
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of people talk about us getting T. Higgins, and they would really enjoy that, and even Denzel Mims. And, I've seen a lot of tape on these guys, and both of them are ball players, but I feel like we're okay at the receiving core for now.
I'm with you. Thank you, bro. Oh, my God. I thought I was going to have a meltdown today because it's like I get it. I get it, right? John Ross hasn't been super reliable. I'm not even a big John Ross guy. I've criticized John Ross a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, even I'm kind of like, bro, we have AJ Green, John Ross, Tyler Boyd, Auden Tate. Like, when you look at that position compared to right tackle, Bobby Hart, that's, to me, I just feel like there's a clear difference in how much talent and how safe I feel at the wide receiver position versus how safe I feel at the tackle position.
Yeah, and a lot of people have to think, too, is if Joe Burrow comes in and starts day one, how do they not know that John Ross could be a completely different player with a different quarterback?
Exactly.
I mean, you have their connection they might make all year, or maybe Joe Burrow likes John Ross a lot. And there's so many factors to play with that I think we either got to protect the guy or we got to get some defensive help. I mean,
right. I agree with you on that, man. Like you just said, you hit the nail on the head. It's like John Ross showed signs last year. So, like, to me, it would be different if it was like the first year we saw him where it was like we really didn't have anything to go off of. But we saw week 1 and week 2 what he's capable of. And you have to remember that's without AJ Green. So that's not like that's a guy that's going to obviously AJ Green is going to obviously command double teams. And then you've got John Ross in single coverage. And then you got Tyler Boyd there. Like, that is going to look crazy, bro. Like, it's for me, it's going to be insane. And I think, like you said, the most important thing is we've seen the last couple of years what not addressing the offensive line has gotten us. And yes, we're going to get Jonah back next season. That's true. He's going to be a great left tackle for us. But we also still have to figure out the guard positions, and we also still have to figure out the right tackle position. And so for me, the most comfortable guys in that offensive line room that I'm comfortable with personally is Jonah Williams and Trey Hopkins. Like, I feel like those two guys are locks to be solid. But when you talk about what we have at left guard, and right tackle, I'm like, there's some promise. Some people talked about Fred Johnson. Yes, that's true. But I think that we can't put all our eggs in that basket, bro.
Yeah, and then I think a lot of it, too, is people have to understand, like, how many blitzes and stuff are coming in. We're losing Tyler Eifert. If you want C.J. Uzomah to run routes because he's a big guy and get up there and get it, do you trust Drew Sample to pick up every single, like, blitz right there? We haven't seen it from him.
Right,
and so we just need the extra help because you can't afford for him to be letting in so many guys, and then we can't have our possibly number one tight end run for any routes because he's got to block every time.
Right, exactly. You hit the nail on the head with that. We got some comments coming in, and this one is specifically for you, Jazzy. Someone is asking, it looks like A. Tolliver 81 is asking, who do you want in the second round?
In the second round, Josh Jones. I'm huge on Josh Jones, and I don't know if that's part of being from Texas. You see a little bit more extra tape on him and see him on TV more, but I just think he fits into our system very well, and I just think that he's a big guy, and I don't know. I see his pass blocking abilities, and I really want Josh Jones. But if I didn't have Josh Jones, it'd be Zach Bond. But like I said, I don't know if Zach Bond's going to be there if we're going to go that route. But Josh Jones would be my number one to pick in the second round.
Right. I'm right there with you, man. Right there with you. It looks like we have a super chat that came in from Natty Boy Soldier. Any validity to the trade down rumors? And if so, who do you think we're targeting? It seems like there is some validity to it because before this was even reported by some of the national guys, such as Albert Breer, I definitely heard Lapham talking about it. There was a tweet that came out apparently Dave Lapham was on someone's radio station, and he said that the Bengals were trying hard to trade down. Now, this was about an hour or so before that report from Albert Breer came out, and this is what I tell people, because the other tweet came out from Rap Sheet earlier, and I'm like, I respect Rap Sheet, Rappaport, whatever he does. You know, he's obviously the guy when it comes to breaking news, but I'm not trusting anybody over Dave Lapham. When it comes to the Bengals, we all know Dave Lapham is like the guy that predicts everything. And I kind of listened to what he was talking about this morning. But long story short, when Dave Lapham said that they were trying to trade down, I knew that the Bengals were trying to trade down. Now, he didn't say that earlier this morning, but he did say that there were so many possibilities of guys that they were looking at, including Josh Jones. Someone that people aren't talking about that Lap mentioned is Chanot. He actually mentioned, I think, him before he actually even talked about Mims or T. Higgins or any of those guys that they're considering. But it seemed to me like his top two, he definitely talked about Zach Bond. So Zach Bond is definitely a possibility. And we'll have to see, man, because this draft is deep. Like, if they can move back, they're still going to have a good selection of players available. But will teams behind them be offering that much to move up, right? Like, that's what you kind of got to ask yourself. Like, is that fourth round pick worthy of risking losing Josh Jones, losing Zach Bond? Do you think it's worth that? I personally don't think it is, but
I don't think so either. I mean, you look at Zach Bond, what do he have, like 32 sacks?
Right.
I mean, I feel like just with him, what helps us is he's an edge guy / linebacker, so you kind of get the best of both worlds with him, and I just feel like he's kind of underrated a little bit, and but I just feel like we won't. I just feel like if we do move back that far, that it's not going to be worth it. No.
Right. I have to agree with you. Definitely have to agree with you. If you guys are just tuning in, this is my guy, JazziTV. He has his own YouTube channel where he talks about the Bengals as well. He's very good at what he does. Be sure to subscribe to his channel now. Like, open another tab or leave this video and go and subscribe to him now, because he's going to give you great conversation when it comes to the Bengals. I love checking out his videos. We collabed, it probably was about a year ago, right? It's been too long, my friend. It's been too long, but definitely we'll look forward to trying to collab with each other more frequently, for sure. But yeah, man, I always love catching your recap videos as well. One question I have for you is Andy Dalton. I know that you're a big Andy Dalton guy. Where do you think that where do you think that his career will go outside of the Bengals now? Because obviously we've taken Joe Burrow, and you could kind of sense the uneasiness with it already. With Joe Burrow talking like, oh, you need to direct that question to Zach Taylor or someone else. Like, where do you see him going? Because I still think that Andy Dalton can play. I personally think that he can still start in the NFL given the right situation. So where do you see Andy Dalton kind of moving on from here?
It's tough, because I think a lot of it is our part. I think maybe we're asking too much for him, and I think that's why he hasn't gone yet, or maybe that's why somebody hasn't picked him up. And, I really think that the best spot for him, if it's going to be after the draft, if we don't release him, is the Patriots. I just look at Bill Belichick, and I look at that system, and they're going to want a veteran quarterback who's played before, and I just don't see him wanting to run, especially when you lose Tom Brady. I mean, I can't see him wanting to come in there with a quarterback that doesn't have experience. Andy Dalton's got winning season experience. Yes, he may not have a playoff win, but he's got playoff experience. He's got the experience, I think, that Bill Belichick would need and want. So I would think the Patriots is the best fit. It's tough to see any other team really want him. I think we're trying to ask for something for him, and it's not happening. So I think we're either just going to, if we don't get it, then I think after the draft, if they're going to make the statement to make Joe Burrow the starter from day one, I think the only thing we really have to do is to release him to take the cap money and just, Andy Dalton kind of released that statement about, that he's not mad, but he kind of knows that he pretty much said, like, he knows we're moving on, Right. I mean, he said no hate, all love for Cincinnati. And I think he knows that for the best interest of his career, he wants to play in. And he knows that it's the best for him to move on and for us to move on. And I always love Andy Dalton just from being from Texas, but support him wherever he goes. But it is time to move on, and I'm very excited for the next chapter for our team.
Yeah, likewise. I think that Andy Dalton is a class A, like he's a class act individual, man. I mean, that's nothing that anyone can take from him. This guy has done so much for the community of Cincinnati. He's done stuff for the city of Buffalo. I mean, this guy has. I mean, you can't make him any better than Andy Dalton, man, for sure. So.
Oh yeah.
Definitely looking forward to seeing where his career goes after this. Honestly, like selfishly, I kind of want to see him go to the Cowboys, but I know if he goes to that situation, it's going to be in a backup role. But I would like to still see him get a starting role, possibly like with a team in Texas. So I was thinking like he could low key be like a sleeper since they're in the Dak Prescott situation with all that money that he could potentially be an option there. So that would be cool to see him return to his home state.
Yeah, and the thing with Andy Dalton is I think if a team really is basically telling him like, hey, we'll give you the opportunity, I really think that he would sign with the team for maybe a 1-year prove-it deal, or I think he would sign for low money because he's not that kind of player that wants the money. He just wants to play. He wants to play the game he loves, and his wife and kids and family will support him 100%. And that's why, like you said, he's a class act guy, and I wish him the best because he's never done anything bad for us, and he's always been very, very faithful and he's been an awesome guy. And I know that he could have been one of the guys that reached out to Joe Burrow last night for all we know. I mean, I guarantee you he probably did. Right. And he'll probably give him advice or wish him luck. And that's awesome to see.
Right. I definitely think you're right when it comes to that. That's the kind of classy individual that Andy Dalton is, and definitely going to miss him playing in the backyard with his kids and stuff like that. But he's definitely leaving on a high note, other than somebody like Carson Palmer, who, man, there's still fans that are bitter about Carson Palmer to this day. And, he doesn't have the best things or the nicest things to say about the Bengals. Recently, it seems that he has, but that's kind of weird coming from Carson. But outside of that, Jazzy, are there any trades that you want to see the Bengals do? Like some people have been talking about, a lot of people are saying, let's take Denzel Mims, let's take Chenault or whoever we take, and let's try to ship that third rounder off for Trent Williams. Is that something that you think is actually like possible, or you think it's something that can be entertained? Or
I honestly, I don't really think it's going to be entertained. I don't think it's probably possible, but I honestly don't think so. I think maybe if Jay Gruden was still there, but with Ron Rivera coming in there, and I really think he wants to do his own thing, and I know there's issues there, but I think that honestly they're going to ask a lot for Trent Williams, and I think that's just something that maybe our coaching staff, after we've done all these moves in free agency and drafting big like Burrow, I don't think that we're going to want to like give up that much or maybe possibly do that, but we could. I mean, it's possible, but I just at this point, I don't think so. And I've seen a lot of people say that we should go out and get OJ Howard. And I honestly wouldn't hate it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but what would we give up, and are we going to make that deal? I think if any of that happens, it'll all happen after the draft, I think.
Right. I have to agree with you on that one. I also seem to feel like there's no way that you can just trade Trent Williams for like a third or fourth round pick. That would be kind of crazy. I think people are trying to, in a sense, be super optimistic, like, oh, we can just grab this guy and just get this guy, and then we're going to go on the Super Bowl run. But I think, like you said, it's going to cost more than that, especially with you seeing a guy like I forget what his name is, Laremy Tunsil. He got paid like an outrageous amount of money today. And I mean, obviously, I don't feel like Laremy Tunsil is on the same level as Trent Williams. So just looking at it from that aspect now, with the market reshaping, that's going to add some value into what you have to give up to get them. So, yep.
Yeah.
No, all right, Jazzy. Well, I don't want to keep you long. I know you probably are going to do some videos yourself as well. So I want to make sure that you're able to do your reactions and everything like that. But
you already know it's coming.
Yes, sir. But if there's anything that you want to say to the people, man, let them know where they can find your stuff, and let them know if you have any messages for them.
Yeah, man. I just mainly to all you guys, just stay positive. I know it's been tough, being Bengals fans in the past, but I always look at, it's on to the next day. You can't live a positive life with a negative mind, and it's just tough. We can't change it, but all we can do is support our team. And as you guys see this offseason and draft-wise, we've been doing things this year we never have before. So it's a little bit of hope, and let's just let's just keep supporting our boys and keep supporting the coaching staff. And you can find all my stuff on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube channels, all JazziTV, JA3ZZZZITV. And that's where you can find all my stuff. And would love to talk to any of you guys. You can message me, you can do whatever, and just talk Bengals or just talk sports in general, NFL, and anything you want. But yeah, no, I wish all you guys the best tonight. Hope everybody enjoys the draft. Ace, really appreciate you having me on, man. We'll definitely collab again soon, and I wish you all the best, man.
All right, brother. Who dey?
Who dey? Peace out.
So, fellas, let's get everything queued up. We're going to try to get my man Zim. I see Zim out here in the comments. I see you lurking in the comments, bro. But we're going to try to get him on sometime throughout tonight. Oh, man. Let me get things set up for you guys. So let's get it back on here. All right, let me take this out. So one thing that's going to change is when I have guys on, I'm going to have to go in and out with the audio.
Wrapping things up here on Draft Kickoff presented by Alexis and Tony Jefferson here showing some.
Anybody hearing anything on if the trade back is official yet? I haven't seen anything yet.
I wonder if one of our guys agrees. Let's bring in everybody here for one final segment. And look, listen, Mooch, I know you talked about him a little bit earlier in the show, but
Who dey? What's up, Johnny Black? Everybody check in. Let me know where you from. Craig the tech guy, Kennedy Heights. What's up, bro?
For 30 years, all right? And sometimes some of that
Team Bates with drafting McKinney. That'll be an interesting one. That'll be an interesting one.
You know, you like some
Mims or Higgins? I'm gonna say I like C. Higgins slightly more than Denzel Mims. I'm not saying that Denzel Mims is bad or anything, but I personally C. Higgins, to me, his resume is a little better. And you talking about a guy that's comparable to AJ Green? Crazy.
with Tua. Tua throws a touchdown. Who's the first one to go out and congratulate him?
What up? What up, Josh? Josh T. Back in effect. Let's see. Dallas Glover from Kentucky. What's up, bro? You was here yesterday. Michael Myers in Maine. What's up, bro? I've seen you before. One of my OG followers. Caleb Hines from Cincinnati. Let's get it. Who they from Tennessee? What's up, Brian? Let's see. It looks like we got North Jersey in the house as well. Minnesota. Man, there's so many people out here. Sunbury, Ohio, Cowtown Customs. What's up, bro? Keith Decker. What's going on, man? Born in Cincinnati, grew up in Iowa. It's all good. Still a Bengals fan. Let's get it. I actually grew up in Cincinnati, and now I live in Florida. If you guys are ever wondering where I'm from the city. Florence, Kentucky. What's up, man? Alabama, Sam Turner checking in. What's up, bro? Dalvin Smash checking in from Louisville. KY. Woo! Warrior Geno Sacks jersey. Let's go. So Tyler Boyd yesterday. What y'all wearing? Let me know in the comments what y'all wearing tonight. I switched it up. I'm going with the TO. From Middletown, Ohio. Okay, Vegan Steven. I know where that's at. Right next to the Natty. Denver, Colorado. Okay. Okay. Everybody checking in. Man, I can't keep up with y'all. Hold on. Let's see. North Carolina in the house. What's up, Clue? William from Cincinnati. What's up, bro? Who they from St. Louis? What's going on, man? Chicago's in the house. Chi-Town. What's up, Alonzo? Indianapolis. What's up, Ben? What's going on? Philly in the house. Ryan, you from Philly? I didn't know that. Denver, Colorado again in the house. Young Paco. What's up, man? Who they from Wyoming? That's crazy. What's up, Max? Curtis, what's up, bro? North of Columbus, Ohio. What's up, Smitty? Virginia in the house. What's up, Scrimp? Cincinnati, always in the house. Let's go. Hey, appreciate that, Dylan. Got the BURROW jersey. If you are looking for a BURROW jerseys, check the description. You can get that. It's going to give 8% to New Stripe City. And we're also going to be donating some of the proceeds to the COVID-19 cause. I'm waiting until we fully wrap up the draft, and then I'm going to also do my own donation as well. Brooksville, Kentucky. What's going on, Steven? Sam Hubbard jersey. Okay, Oakley, I see you. You out here. Got the Boomer jersey. Okay, Michael Myers. Willie Anderson jersey for Vegan Steven. Okay. Hey, y'all getting geeked right now. All right. King James says that we should take Ezra Cleveland. That's an interesting one. Dallas is wearing his TJ hoodie or TJ jersey. TJ Hushmazada. Loveland. That's what's up. What's up, Alan? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bengal for life. Maluga jersey. Okay. Who they from Baltimore? What up, Judo? I've seen you before on here, bro. Who they from Mexicali, Mexico? What's up, man? We're going international. Born and raised in Philly. Okay, Ryan. Smurf Diesel, what's up, bro? Higgins or Jones? You say you talking? It looks like Smurf is from Memphis. M-Town in the house. Higgins or Jones? I'm thinking that she's talking about Josh Jones. Me personally, I would go with Josh Jones just because I feel like this wide receiver class is extremely deep. You still got Michael Pittman out there from USC. And we're not even talking about sleepers like Brian Edwards and guys like that. So for me, I think that you have to attack the tackle position because when you really look at the first round, that was the position that was decimated the most, right? There's still a lot of running backs left. There's still a lot of receivers left. There's still a whole bunch of tight ends left. There's not that many linebackers. I'd probably say linebacker and offensive tackle were the two top like positions that were really hit up during that draft. The stripes run everywhere. They sure do. They sure do. Richmond, California. J.A., what's up, bro? Oakley, north of D-Town, Ohio. Okay. Cole Rain, what's up? What's up, D'Angelo? Cincinnati. All right. I like now that I don't have to cringe seeing the Steelers and Pats on the schedule. Not when you had Joe Burrow, baby. You don't have to. You don't have to. Yes, I believe Josh Jones will start right away. Now, there are some people that would say that he does need some help in some key areas, but he is a guy I think that would start right away. I do believe that. Who dey? What's up, Michael? Let me know if you got a question too, bro. I got you as well. I can answer any question you want, Michael. One of my day one followers. Appreciate that, bro. Bahamas in the house. Get low. I see you. I see you. We got 117 people going live with us right now. LaShawna Thomas, who they to you as well. Hey, Dalvin, appreciate that, man. Thank you. No problem, man. That's what I'm here for. We're here to get this draft popping. Do we go tackle here? I hope that they do. We'll have to see. We'll have to see when we get on the clock. We'll have to see if there's going to be a trade down or what we're going to do. We should have gotten CeeDee Lamb. We couldn't have gotten him at number 1, though. Just making sure I didn't get any text saying that the Bengals traded. ESPN just said that we are not trading the 33 pick. So Mike Rawson, thank you, sir. According to Mike Rawson and according to ESPN, the Bengals are not moving back. Ooh, Keith got the Kenny Anderson jersey on. Okay. We definitely need that offensive tackle. Okay, I'm behind. What's up, Terry? Terry in the house. Who they from Montreal, Canada? What's up, Jason Stewart? Anthony Clark, who they? I definitely would love Josh Jones as well. You got your WJ3 jersey on? Okay. Let's see. Let's check in. We got Key from Youngstown. We got Roy Gray from Mississippi. We got Mike wearing his AJ Green jersey. Yes, sir. Let's see. Who they from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas? What's up, Walter? Who they from Lebanon, Ohio? Curtis, what's up? I've been out to Lebanon before. Trey Adams is cool. He's got some potential. He's definitely 6'8", 318 pounds. I don't know if third round would be. I think third round might be too early for him. If they don't go with the tackle now, he's a guy that I think could come in potentially later, but he's not probably a guy I would trust as a day one starter. Start Jones at guard. That's the thing about Josh Jones, bro. He can play tackle, he can play guard, he can play left. He's played all 5 positions. That's what I love about him. And he's a really good player. Draft is getting ready to start now. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit. I just wanted to hear you guys. I'm going to do a couple of shout outs. Lancaster, Ohio. What's up? Lancaster. I'm sorry. That was a typo. Okay, I got you, Pixel. Yaper. What up? What up, Yaper? Yeah, Neil. Cincinnati in the building. Southeastern Ohio. Who they from Utah? What's up, Trevor? Oh man, you guys got me charged up over here. Who they from Scottsdale, Arizona? Zim is saying that he's scared about the pick. Let's get it up. I'm gonna put the volume up real quick. Oh, you know I got you.
And of course, we've got our family here ready to roll with us. Now, Kite Jr. is in full form. Our fine front office insider, Louis Riddick.
Whoo, I'm kind of scared too, y'all. What's up, Real? Who they? Hold on.
He, the possessor of 3 Super Bowl rings.
I don't know, y'all. I know last night I was having a little bit of a delay. Let me know if mine is delayed or not.
We're about to find out. Buckle up. We literally have
On the
no
clock.
idea what's going to happen. And you know what?
All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to make sure that my connection is A1.
Night 2, round 2. Here we go.
When we first opened our doors, it didn't take us long to realize
We weren't in the car business.
At Lexus, we were in the people business.
We needed to be helpful.
Woo! Let's go. It's a little delayed. All right, more volume. I got y'all.
It's what we all signed up for. And now when people need this most, we will do what we've always done.
Take care of people first.
the rest will follow.
When you're fighting to save America's family farms, every decision counts.
Does that sound a little better, y'all?
Trust NetSuite for all our numbers, while we bring you the most delicious meat.
We on the clock.
With NetSuite by Oracle, you get a full picture.
Josh Jones. Are y'all just saying Josh Jones or he's the pick?
It's everything you need, all in one place.
All right, everybody good? All right, cool.
Number one cloud business system. Schedule your free product tour right now at NetSuite.
Hey, man, we just had Jazzy come through. Show Jazzy some love, man.
This week, a couple hundred young
10 minutes again.
getting their dream job.
Millions of small business owners are having a tough time.
I have an older brother. that
Stand
has
put.
small business. That's why
Officially on the clock.
standing with the team at Johnson Barber Engineering Service. I'm with the team at Camelback Barbershop.
My team is Wesca Gym.
Join Visa in supporting small businesses because where you shop matters.
Yes, sir.
This is Kate. Hey. She
Skirt,
takes 2
skirt.
prescriptions. Kate's son Jack takes 1 too. Kate works hard and thought she had good insurance.
All right, are you guys seeing it actually like on the draft? Because I got commercials right now.
GoodRx app. Now she can compare prescription prices to find the best discounts. She even beats her insurance price.
Skirt,
Good
skirt.
for you, Kate.
Let's get
Good
it.
for you. GoodRx. Stop paying too much for your
Man, y'all starting off with the commercials
If you're
all over the Bengals.
PB&J's, have we got good news for you? Right now, get Pizza Hut's best delivery deal. Large pizzas with
Hey, man,
toppings for just
if you're not following my guy Zim Hude on Twitter, be sure to follow him at Zim Hude.
PizzaHut.com.
Follow his IG at Zim_Hude.
Are your pants tucked into your shirt?
When you're getting big time results from your constant contact emails, it's okay to let your mind wander. Try email and our new website builder, free.
I got Twitter going right now too.
Hey, Rick, why did your wife put you out in the car, man? Did she not let you in the house? She put you out there.
You know what? You want to know what? Hey, while you
Thank you, Real. We can't pass on him, bro. Josh Jones definitely was not supposed to make it out of the first round. He made it. Me and Zim talked a little bit earlier. I've had a busy day today between work. I had a deadline today at work, so wasn't able to participate as much. But when I did talk to Zim, we talked about the fact that If the Dolphins don't take Austin Jackson, I don't know if Josh Jones is sitting here right now.
All right, welcome in. The draft-a-thon is going on, and we are all set, ready to go here. Round 2 is about to get underway because we are here to see every
Zim wants Mims.
Of course, the Cincinnati Bengals started off round 1 with taking a somewhat hometown kid, Joe Burrow from Athens, Ohio, and of course, he's the franchise piece they want to build around. Just as the Bengals started the entire draft process, they're starting our coverage tonight. It is the first pick of the second round, 33rd overall. The Bengals will be on the clock. Where will they go? We saw them get Joe Burrow. They also got A.J. Green back, and don't forget Jonah Williams, their first-round pick a year ago, didn't play a snap. So it is going to be a completely different team going for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2020. And let us kick off day 2.
What if it's like Chenault or something? Like, that would be crazy.
The 2020 NFL Draft. Last night, we welcomed 32 men to the NFL family. Thank you for making it the most watched night in NFL Draft history. That's a tribute to all of you and your passion for football.
I'm going to try to – hold on, man. I can't go out like this. I'm going to try to reload it one more time, see if it'll speed it up. I can't go out like that, bro. I can't let y'all go out like that. We can't be 2 and 3 minutes behind. So I'm going to try to refresh it, and let's see if that catches me up a little bit more. All right, now I'm seeing it looks like it sped up a little bit.
Coaching staff around him there just to make sure everything goes according to plan. He's making sure everybody's on the same page before they turn in that pick.
Zach got the whole family chilling.
Here was, of course, the story last night.
I'm not watching it off of a shady website. I'm watching it off of NFL.com. It's crazy that the stream is so slow.
His production as well as the team. They went 15-0, won the national championship. Joe was the Heisman Trophy winner.
I'm watching it straight off of NFL.com. All right, so it looks like I'm about 20 seconds behind. If the Bengals had 6:05 on the clock, I'm at like 6:15 right now and counting.
In Cincinnati, Ohio.
So like 20 seconds behind. That's not too bad.
Tiger King is real, ladies and gentlemen. It is no longer Joe Exotic.
I know, bro. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy when you actually like do things the right way and try to get the right stuff. Like even with Sunday Ticket that happened.
Last year, Jonah Williams, who didn't play last year, they get A.J. Green. What do you think they could be looking at here?
All right. I'll wait until this first pick goes through, and then we'll change it to ESPN. Maybe if I go – matter of fact, I'm going to try to do it now. Let's see.
Really good football player. So I think you're trying to help out Joe Burrow. You're on the defensive side of the ball. There's a ton of directions they can go, but this team's all about now. Number 9, Joe Burrow, believe me. And I would try to do everything I could if I'm the Bengals.
To protect him.
All right, so Lewis, as a front office insider, where would you go? You know you have your franchise quarterback. You believe you have your cornerstone tackle. You get A.J. Green, who had that freak injury in the offseason last summer on that warm-up field. What is if we're following Mel's protocol, build up talent around him, what's the
All right, I got you. I'm going to keep it solid.
Yeah, I think I would start at wide receiver, Trey. Look, I don't know if you can count on A.J. Green. Look, he's going to try and come back, and we expect him to come back, and we expect him to pick up where he left off. But I would be looking to get a big, physical, down the field, jump ball winning wide receiver. Like Chase Claypool.
Why do they got wide receiver up, man? People just getting greedy. It's cool, though. It's cool, though. Wide receiver is not a huge need to me like that, but hey.
For his development, you have to have somebody who's going to be there day in and day out to work with him and grow with him. So that would be the position I would be looking to fill here.
Let's see.
Pick here in the second round.
Booger, we always love the offense, right? Everything is geared in the NFL.
Hey, what's up, people? We at 130. Oh, no problem, bro. Love you guys too, man. Love you guys too.
Was the Bengals linebackers basically on spin cycle when Lamar Jackson was running through them? They're going to have to find some players on the other side of the ball here.
Yeah, without a doubt, Trey. I understand everyone wants to build up the offense, and rightfully so, and give Joe Burrow some weapons.
A.J. Green is currently franchised.
In the NFL, at stopping and run, at some point, you're going to have to either beef up the second level defenders and the linebacker.
Why is everybody's looking at Higgins, bro? Everybody's looking to see if if Higgins is one of the guys that they're going to go after.
Fortify that run defense, which got gashed time and time again last season.
All right, Daniel Jeremiah from the NFL Network. Your thoughts on the team construct process here? What would you do if you were Cincinnati?
Well, I could make a case.
AJ is
players I think would be upgrades on this roster, but when you select Joe Burrow with the first overall pick, to me, you've got to get him some more help up front. And to me, I look at a guy like Josh Jones, Ezra Cleveland.
Woo, T. Higgins, bro. T. Higgins. Woo. It's T. Higgins, bro. It looks like it's T. Higgins. T. Higgins is coming to the natty. Woo. Albert Breer is over here tipping picks off.
That's a position you found yourself in with the
wow.
If you know you're going to be that guy, what's the thing you want to have around you? Well, I like where
Albert Breer just said that it's T. Higgins, bro.
But I think the smart move for Cincinnati is to go on the interior.
Wow, Albert Breer is out here tipping them. It's T. Higgins, bro. That's kind of nasty. That's kind of nasty. Y'all know, like, hey, it's T. Higgins, bro. It's T. Higgins.
Loaded. Give Joe Burrow as many
Ooh, that's kind of sick, bro. That's kind of sick. Like, I'm not even mad at that pick at all. I'm not mad at that pick at all.
AJ Green is still one of the best in this league when he's healthy and on the football field. Ross, we talked about this.
Bro, they really did. We're going to see. That's what they claiming. Lindsey Patterson just retweeted this. Bro, that's AJ Green 2.0. If you were going to go wide receiver, that's who you needed to go with.
That's the way we stop you from running the football. We make you play catch up.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, listen, you're exactly right. So
that's crazy.
A lot of ways they could go here. There are a lot of options for the Bengals who are trying to get back to the way they were. Look, I know we sort of
that's crazy, bro.
On this, we look at the Bengals as a whole and see that void of playoff wins, and obviously since they went.
We'll see if this is holding up. It looks like it is, though, fellas.
But we're talking about a team that has been in the party. Recent memory, and they quite frankly should have.
T. Higgins is a beast, bro. He is. He really is. It's crazy because, if I'm not mistaken, I'm about to check out Prime. I could have swore on Prime. I think he was the highest one.
And they have allowed quarterbacks to have success, as I talked about with the 414 touchdown passes since 2003.
Man.
Ranks 13th in the NFL. So they have done a decent job with their quarterbacks over the years.
Bengals not playing, boy.
We'll see what happens here. Zach Taylor looks like
Bengals not playing.
Now and is on the phone. That would lead me to believe that potentially the pick is in.
Ooh, it's T. Higgins, baby. It's T. Higgins. 6'4".
With the 33rd pick in the 2020 draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select T. Higgins.
Zach Taylor was listening to Michael Irvin. Give this man more weapons.
Oh my goodness, bro. We got T. Higgins, bro. Hey, man. AFC North, y'all in trouble, bro. Y'all in trouble. I love it. 145 people in the stream. What's going on? What's going on? I told y'all, bro. I liked him more than Denzel Mims. I told y'all, bro. He's better than him. I'm sorry. He's better. His own coach picked T. Higgins. His own coach picked T. Higgins. Who they? And getting the ball. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. 6'4". 6'4", man. We got – that was a great pick. That was a great pick. Josh Jones, I'm sorry, but boy. Whoo. Y'all, I gotta do a reaction to this real quick, bro. I love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of this pick. I'm gonna be right back.
You can't come over top of him, and he has that great body control where he can contort his body any kind of way he needs to NSF football. Trey, this is a great pickup. These two will be able to grow together for a long time.
Yeah, Daniel Jeremiah, one of the things that's interesting about T. Higgins, his arms measured 34 and 1/8 inches at the combine. In the last 10 drafts, there have been 4 wideouts in the first round with long arms that long. They were Mike Evans, Kelvin Benjamin, AJ Green, and Des Bryant. So we're talking about pretty good company here.
No doubt, and that size is going to show up big time in the red zone. It's going to show up in third down. And if you want to know if Joe Burrow's excited, Joe Burrow trained in Los Angeles with Jordan Palmer to get ready for this draft. And you know who else he threw to while he was out there? T. Higgins. These guys have already played catch with one another. There's already some familiarity between these two, and he's going to be their red zone weapon for the future with Joe Burrow, Trey.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, there were some people that say he fell off a little bit toward the end of the college football run. He admitted he was facing tougher press coverage. He didn't work out at the combine. He said, look, our season just ended a couple of weeks ago. I was done. That might have been one of the reasons why he was still there. But you cannot fault the production that you saw out of T. Higgins. And motivation comes in many forms. When T. Higgins was a kid, he really didn't like football. So his mom said, for every touchdown you score as a 4-year-old, I'll give you a Hot Wheel. He scored a lot of touchdowns. He got a lot of Hot Wheels. And now he's got some Hot Wheels that he's going to go with Joe Burrow. Meanwhile, it looks like the next pick is in. It would be the Indianapolis Colts with pick number 34. And yes, indeed, that pick is in. So where will Frank Reich and company go? Let's find out what they're going to do with the second pick of the second round and how they're going to build around Phillip Rivers, their new quarterback. Let's find out right now. Your first pick of the draft.
With the 34th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Michael Pittman, wide receiver, USC.
Well, just like the first round, we're going to see a lot of wideouts go off the board. And here's what you need to know: Michael Pittman. The name sounds familiar. Booger alluded to it.
Woo!
His dad was a punishing.
Let's go.
On the Tampa Bay
Let's go, baby.
team, so he was part of a
Man,
Super Bowl championship squad.
how you guys feeling?
Look at Michael Pittman.
Let me turn it down for a little bit. How you guys feeling about that, man? The only thing I'm hoping is I hope that does not spell the end for AJ Green, man. That's the only thing. Definitely a victory. Oh, man. Bro, what do y'all think about that? T. Higgins to the natty. Big weapons. My phone going crazy right now. Man, T. Higgins, bro. T. Higgins, bro. And then I like Michael Pittman, too. I see Michael Pittman just went, too. Back to back. Colts got Michael Pittman. That's a good pick for them, too. Bro, we got some weapons. We got some weapons. Oh, my God. I'm with it. I did. But I can't be mad at that. I'm good with it. Like at first, I was like, I really wanted Josh Jones bad. They must have some kind of plan, man. It must be some kind of plan. T. Higgins wasn't supposed to be there, bro. That's another one. Bro. I'm like at a loss for words right now. Pittman would have been good. We definitely need to get a lineman. I think this might be a lot of offensive kind of draft, man. If we could get Logan Wilson in like the 4th round, that would be nasty. What do you guys think, though? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm about to go to it looks like Zach is talking about it. I'm gonna turn the draft down and I'm gonna get to Zach's conference about it. Gotta keep y'all updated, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. We gotta hear Zach talk about this pick. That's what we do. I might actually. I know yesterday I had some issues, so I got the phone on standby. Matter of fact.
And felt like we could not pass up on them. How important was it for you to pair? Knows T's game pretty well, I would imagine.
Not specifically about T. So no, that didn't come up. No, I know that they know each other and have been around each other a little bit, but we didn't specifically talk to him about it.
Zach, I'm pretty sure that I think. Go ahead, Lap.
I was going to say ESPN was saying right at the end that they had worked out together, that Joe had thrown to T. Was that a regular occurrence? Is that just one or two times?
No, those guys weren't out in California that long. They were there for a little bit, and then it got cut short. So I know there were a couple groups that were switching in and out over the course of the time. So I don't know how many workouts they got in together. Sometimes that can be a little bit overblown. It may have been one, and they're quoted saying they worked out a lot together. But again, we felt comfortable with the pick as an organization. He's going to come in. Our receiver coaches spent time with him. I got a chance to talk to him a lot at the pro day. Our scouting department had really high grades on him as well. And so we all felt really good.
T. Higgins only failed because of his 40 time. And
we've heard how deep this draft is at the wide receiver position, but 6 went in the first round last night. Was there a feeling of the creme de la creme are going?
Well, I think him specifically, we felt so strongly about we needed to get him. And it doesn't really have much to do with
Higgins is trending on Twitter right now.
Who's going to be left, around from now. It was just more T. Higgins is there. We have high regard for him. We need to add him to our team.
What separated him, Zach, from some of the other guys that were still on the board?
I would love to trade up and get Josh Jones. I would love that.
Yeah.
If they did
excellent
that.
Hands, great catch radius. Again, like I said, the consistency
DeAndre
every
Swift
single
to Detroit.
day, not just from game to game, but from practice to practice, talking to their staff. He's going to score points down the field. If the ball's in the air, it's his. And he's got that mentality where if he catches the ball in that short to intermediate stuff, he doesn't think he's going down. He thinks he's going to go score. And that's a trait that is hard to coach. Sometimes that's innate for guys. They come out of high school and they go to college, and now that'll transfer to the NFL. So, again, there's a lot of great
Aaron
traits.
Swift's dad is crazy. Y'all see this dude?
Zach, now moving forward, what do you want to do in round 3? Is it still going to be best available? Do you want to move back up into the second? What do you anticipate doing here? Is that something?
I don't think you wipe any option off the table. But again, we go through our list and we'll see who's available there in the 3rd round. We'll make the best decision for us. I do feel good about we haven't pigeonholed ourselves and saying we got to take this certain position. So. Again, we got a ways to go to get to that point.
Bro, we getting that depth back, man. We getting that depth back, y'all.
Talking about it as well.
Crazy.
And, it'll be fun to see how it all shapes out. But there's a lot of good value.
2 Tigers.
Right now that we think will be there at the top of the program.
Did you feel that how challenging was navigating this wide receiver class as a whole, understanding how people would treat it, how people would view it, when the runs would happen? How did you guys go about that?
I really think it was as difficult to sort through all that as it's been in a couple of years, and how teams are going to view each guy. They each have a different set of traits that fit a different team differently. And so you don't know who's going to be gone or who's going to be there. But again, we feel really good about T's production, how he's going to fit for us.
Ooh, Ravens, we got another one for you. Ravens, we got another one for you.
But like you said, there was a lot of quality receivers that are in this draft, and each team's going to see each one of them a little bit different and have a slightly different order, I would imagine.
Yesterday, Brian said that, the start, whoever you took at 33 would probably be in consideration for a starting spot. Do you feel like you could line T up if the season started in September and potentially have him as a starter?
Yeah, like I said last night, I don't want to make any predictions on that stuff, but you certainly feel like a guy like that, there's a role immediately to come in. And as long as he performs up to the abilities that we know he's going to do and put the work in, there's going to be opportunities for him there. And again, it's not a problem to have a lot of weapons, and they don't all need to play 60 plays a game. Sometimes it's better when you can reduce the amount of snaps some of those guys take. I think last year our receivers had to take too many reps, and as the season wears on, that affects them. And so it's good to keep adding weapons to the room. So guys, when they're out there running around, they're running at 100% and they feel fresh and they can put their best on the field. And so the receivers in the room should feel really good about this, because again, it allows everyone to play up to the best of their abilities.
Does this affect anything you want to do long-term with AJ?
No, this is just adding another weapon to the group. Again, we really like AJ Green. Look forward to coaching him this year. Want him here for a long time. this in no way, shape, or form affects what we think about AJ.
You talked about the mentality he's going to bring to the room. What is that mentality?
Well, he comes from an organization that has a very high standard for everything that they do, and they've proven that with the amount of national championships they've played for and won over the last couple of years. And I know that excellence is their standard, championships are their standard. That's what he's used to being held to every single day. He's consistent with the way he's approached the game. We did a lot of research in that, and again, that's the mentality that we've started to build here, and we got to continue to build and expound upon. And he fits the profile of the type of guys we're looking for.
Zach, can you give us an idea what the end of last night as we go towards midnight for you and Duke and your coaching staff are like? And you got guys you target and you're hoping they get there for this pick you made tonight. What's that like for you guys?
Yeah, we didn't talk about it last night, to be honest with you. We all tried to get some sleep. It's difficult. Your mind's racing. Now you get a chance to see what the board's going to look like. And I know I had a hard time going to sleep last night, but you wake up fresh this morning. You get a chance to visit, with the entire organization. We talked through.
It's crazy, bro, because I was just looking at T. Higgins highlights earlier. When people was trying to tell me Denzel Mims was better than him, nah, bro.
This won't happen every year when we get to have the first pick of the day.
Nah, I'm sorry, bro.
It does allow you to really talk thoroughly through everything. Not that we haven't been doing that for the last. That's what we've been doing the last couple of weeks.
Hell of a player, but T. Higgins.
But we just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, and we were. And so we're all excited about this pick.
Zach, when you have a quarterback, your number one pick saying, it'd be great if we did add a receiver in the early rounds, is that something that you take into consideration? I know you kind of answered this a little bit earlier, but I mean, in a way also, is it kind of important to support that guy with somebody coming in the same class?
I'll be honest. If you said that
exactly what
I missed it. I tried to listen to most of his press conference last night, but so that didn't factor into anything we would do. Again,
that's another
we've put in
name
a
to
lot
look out
of
for.
work as scouting department and coaches, and we feel very confident in the decisions we'll make. And so I know that our players that are in the building trust that we're going to make the right decisions to help them play their best. But it is good.
No lie, y'all. I'm about to show you prime right now. No lie.
Again, we just want to continue.
I ain't changed this or anything.
For whoever's rolled out there on offense.
Zach, you may have already answered this, but how surprised were you to see a young 21-year-old like T. Higgins still available after the first round?
Yeah, I certainly thought there was a great chance he was gone in the first round.
T. Higgins.
We wouldn't have a chance to talk about him. So
Prime don't lie.
There was a lot of good players.
Prime don't lie. I tried to tell y'all, Prime don't lie. I'm still taking that as a W because that's a tie.
I guess you can't say that you're surprised that.
And they went back to back.
And T happened to be that guy.
Come on, man.
Is that why? Or maybe
come on, man. We're not playing. That means Prime has been right twice. Obviously, with Joe Burrow, that's an easy one.
There are so many players on the board. It's like, why should I trade up and give up draft capital with all these players that are available in the second and third round? I mean, the depth of the draft is that a factor?
Josh Jones was all the way down here.
I just think
Xavier McKinney.
Yes, I'm not sure how else to say it. It was all about T, to be honest with you. It was just a guy there that we felt really good about. That's going to help us immediately. And we didn't score enough points on offense last year. We didn't get enough stops on defense. And so you go and you add a bunch of players in free agency on defense. And so far in the draft, we've added 2 guys on offense. And so we just feel like we're helping ourselves improve in a lot of areas and get better at some things that we didn't do so well last fall.
Zach, now that you have T. Higgins in the room, oh my gosh, sorry.
You're going to blame this time.
It's George again, I promise you guys. Now that you have T. Higgins in the room and he's competing with AJ Green and Tyler Boyd and Doc Ross,
Zach Taylor getting interviewed about T. Higgins
football field eventually and see them compete and raise that level of competition?
Yeah, that'd be great if we could do it in the 2 weeks or May 18th as it's scheduled right now. But again, you got to be realistic we don't know what it's going to look like. So we just got to be patient. And when that time comes, trust that these guys are putting in the work the best way that they can, whatever space they have available to them. We'll continue to teach virtually and tell them how we want these routes run and what the depths are and coach them the best we can that way. And then trust that they're going to spend their own time to make sure they perfect their craft physically.
Hey, Zach, I'm curious to know how far back in T's career did you go back to talk to his coaches and stuff like that? I'm sure you talked to Dabo and them. Did you go back to high school or anything at all, his high school years?
No, I didn't personally. Our scouts do a great job of talking to a lot of guys in the area. But specifically for me, I just talked to Dabo.
If you have Zach,
Hey, Gary.
We saw Sarah and the kids there, and last night you had the boys there as well. What's it like to have them experience some of this with you, with having the top pick?
It's unique, and it may never happen again. And so I think you could see pretty much all the guys with families last night are taking advantage of it. It's rare. I think it's appropriate. Everyone's in home. No one can be with you other than Wilson, from our IT department. He's right here with me. But the rest of it is just family. And so they get to enjoy the moment. They don't get in the way. They know how to handle the situation the right way. And so to get a chance to get them in the room and enjoy it. You saw Duke's family, Duke's kid. It's funny because I got Duke on Zoom. I can only see his face. I didn't know until I see on ESPN that he's got his whole crew back there hiding behind him. So
Giants took Xavier
so I didn't
McKinney.
even know. I've been on Zoom with them for about the last 48 hours, it feels like.
Who did the Patriots take?
So it's just fun. It's fun to enjoy those moments. I think it's important. It's appropriate. And we tried to make the most of it. You won't see him again for the rest of the night, but I thought I could sneak him in there for that first pick.
Who did Brooks want at 33?
Brooks had some unique trade situations that he was looking to try to manufacture, but ultimately I told him about 20 minutes before it happened. If you could pick a receiver, who'd you take? And it was T. Higgins. I said that's a good pick right there. So it worked out.
You mentioned a lot of traits for T. Higgins. If you had to boil it down to the trait, is there an overriding trait that sold you on T. Higgins more than anything else?
Well, his ability to catch the ball, and it's funny, when I first came in the league, a receiver coach told me it's hard to find guys who are tough and can catch. And that sounds like such a strange statement. But you're around a lot of receivers in the league that don't have both those qualities.
Zim is calling, but I'm gonna have to call him back.
You see him, he's willing to sacrifice his body as he goes across the middle. He's a tough guy. They have a mentality of toughness there. That's why they play for championships. And then he can catch. His catch radius is spectacular. If the ball's in his area, he's coming down with it. I think he was the top receiver coming out of high school when he went to Clemson. There's no surprise there. And now he's one of the top receivers coming in this draft. So he's certainly got those two traits, and he's got the ability to learn. We know we can move him around, play him however we want. He's going to be able to pick it up. So excited to have him.
I'm going to call Zim right back.
Anything else, guys?
Hopefully that's it.
Okay, Zach, I think that's
There we go. Now we're going to call Zim back.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Bro, my bad, man. When you called, I was streaming the Zach Taylor conference.
Oh shit, my bad. Nah, just text me or something. I was gonna try to do.
Nah, hold on. We got 126 people listening to you right now. What are your thoughts on the Bengals drafting T. Higgins?
I love the hairy nuts on it. Like the nuts are hairy, extremely hairy.
It's a lot of hair on those nuts, bro. Absolutely. Anybody
that's disagreeing with it right now, anybody that says that we should have went Josh Jones, the NFL is letting you know about Josh Jones right now. Cut it on. Go get off the Zach Taylor shit. Get back over here on ESPN and let's talk about Josh Jones.
Hey, right? That's real. That's real because only Gross Matos has gone. I haven't seen Josh Jones yet. We haven't seen Josh Jones.
In the first round, told you what they thought about Josh. Because when the Austin Jackson pick came through, I said, "Ooh, that could have been Josh Jones." So it was always Adam Schefter always said there was believed to be a big 5, a big 6, if you believe that at tackle. And the NFL is showing you that they didn't believe that he was part of it.
Yes, sir. That's very true. That's very true. Now, one interesting thing that I just found out, Zim, is I pulled up Prime, and guess who was sitting at the top of Prime? It was 2 players, T. Higgins and Michael Pittman. Both of them were tied at a 4.40 out of 5. So they both were tied for first. So Prime just predicted this pick right.
Yes, and I'm going to absolutely let everybody know that. Let me ask you this.
What's
we
up?
know that you got the mathematical equation. We know that you got the insider shit on this. We know that you probably talked to Duke Tobin and you and Tobin and y'all put this together and y'all develop Prime. But let me ask you this: how do you feel about Higgins?
I love it, bro. I love it. Like, to be honest with you, like when it kind of went crazy and we kind of got little ruffles out there that the Bengals were thinking about a wide receiver, a lot of people kept saying Denzel Mims, and I was like, bro, T. Higgins is still out there. And in my opinion, I felt like T. Higgins was better than Denzel Mims. No shade to Denzel Mims, but T. Higgins, to me, when I turn on the film, it even made me like go back and double check because I was like, hold on, am I tripping? Is there something that I'm not seeing? Like, let me go back and pull up both of their highlights. So I pulled up Mims highlights, and I was like, okay, he cool. Man, when I threw on them T. Higgins highlights, it was like, nah, this is another level, fam. This is another level. And so it's crazy that I was actually looking at T. Higgins highlights earlier, but like for me, I'm not mad at T. Higgins. I remember when you was on the show, when we did our first mock, you actually mocked T. Higgins to the Bengals in the second round. So I love T. Higgins.
And we took a lot of crap for that too. On my page, I know people were hitting me up and saying, T. Higgins, that's a reach. I'm like, I don't think the NFL feels like that. I feel like when you get one, like you're going to see somebody come up and go get Eason, like for example, like the quarterback Eason. Now the average consumer of college football will say, well, what the hell is Eason done with? Like they should go get Hurts, right? But NFL falls in love with one trait. And if Higgins does something way better than everybody else, if John Ross does something way better than everybody else, the NFL will reward you for that. Henry Ruggs and Jalen Rager got rewarded for that last night. And you could fall in love with whoever you like in college and all that other stuff like that, but they're looking for that dude that can throw the ball all the way down the damn field like a Jacob Eason versus the guy that y'all believe with a heart like a Jalen Hurts. And I think it translated to this thing. T. Higgins high points of football better than Denzel Mims. And he doesn't have spectacular speed, but A.J. Green wasn't a burner. Now, I think Higgins ran bad at his combine.
He did.
But A.J. Green was never a 4.4, 4.3 type of burner. He just has an acceleration level that some of the greats have. And he just happened to be great, and they identified that trait early, and we're just praying that T. Higgins has it too. T. Higgins grew up a Bengals fan.
That's crazy. He did?
Fun fact.
What? How did he grow up?
Who's his favorite player?
Ocho Cinco?
A.J. Green.
A.J. Green? Wow. So now he gets to play with – oh, that's lit. That's super lit. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's super crazy.
I feel like ultimately, Zach is saying, okay, I listened to this Dan Hoard thing. He said, Dan Hoard said Zach was so confident the way that Burrow prepared for games that he got on the phone with him one day and just had him almost script like a game in a way. And he's so goddamn smart that Zach said, you know, like, I can trust you. Like, I mean, this guy isn't even on the team. And so if you're trusting Joe Burrow, you're saying, I'm going to spread you out 5 wide. I don't care who you got coming at. I'm gonna make you look so silly, and you cannot match up with me. And I like to look at the division. You know what I'm saying? They went and got Minka. They went and got some guys, and I think Pittsburgh matches up pretty well with us. Like from a defensive standpoint, that's a bad matchup. But teams like the Ravens and stuff like that, they don't match up very well with this 5 wide look. Wow. Like they're slow, they're big up front, and that's the stuff Joe Burrow eats up. And if you want to keep guys on the field, like what's the kid that they just re-signed, the end? The guy that no Ravens fan even liked him. He just had a pretty decent year the year before.
Oh, you're talking about? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
They're one pass rusher for real. Like those guys cannot match up with Tyler Boyd. Like imagine that. Like I'm taking all of those guys off the field. So, like, pay attention to that, though. When you watch an LSU game, they make you take all of those linebackers that y'all screamed about wanting in. You want Devin Bush to be out there on the field? Cool. I'm gonna do a jumbo set with Tyler Boyd, and I'm gonna just have him and whatchamacallit, almost like a pick and roll. I'm gonna just do like you can't match up with these sets. Like Auden Tate.
Auden Tate is still there.
Like
A+. Matt Miller says that the T. Higgins trade is an A+.
Bro, like who can match up with that? Besides, who's got corners that can look at all of our wide receivers, all first round, second round pedigree, and the ones that were drafted in the second all had first round grades.
That's crazy, bro.
Besides Auden Tate, that's insane. Dude, show me a team that ever had that. I pose this question all this time, and I had a prize for somebody. And anybody that's listening to me right now, I'll still give you a prize. Show me one quarterback in NFL history that had a quarterback that came in on his year one and had this type of talent, skill positions, not the overall team, skill positions, wide receivers and running backs. Show me one team that had anything remotely close to this.
Zim is spitting right now. They said in the chat, they're saying you spitting.
I gotta give you the gospel right now because I know there's people right now that's a little like, we woke up thinking Josh Jones, and we woke up and we were thinking
Denzel Mims,
right? Denzel Mims, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
But the way my mind works or whatever, I put the pedal to the goddamn gas, and now it's time to go. I'm never looking back. I'm never even seeing Patrick Queen ever again. I know I'm on your pod. F Patrick Queen for the rest of my life. He's a Raven, right? I'll never think about him ever again, and I'll never think about Denzel Mims ever again. I don't care what success he has.
Right.
T. Higgins is going rolling with, and I believe in it, and I think the Bengals know their personnel, and I'm trusting that they know their personnel, and I trust that Joe Burrow knows who the hell he wants to throw to. And you got to get, but it's a little bit of a shock if you woke up thinking, oh, well, it's got to be Josh Jones, Mims. So that's why I'm talking right now to say, look.
Wow, Josh Jones' teammate just got picked before him. This guard.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, look, we now looking at Josh like what's my man Braden? If you guys are on Instagram, Bengals_NFL. He called me this morning. He absolutely hates Josh Jones, and I said he's cool, bro. Like I think he's decent. I think he'll work. He was like, nah, I think they're forcing that pick. That's not the best player available.
Right.
He told me that. He texted me that all morning. And I was like, chill, bro. Like, he going to be all right. They're like, nah, that's not how you protect Joe Burrow. That's not the guy. And I was like, I don't know, bro. I mean, and then I'm on last night with Matt Minnick. He likes him. So it's like, it's one of those things, man. For our new slogan, we need to end our shows and say, protect Joe Burrow at all costs. Now, if that means I got to give him weapons or if I got to give him offensive line talent, I don't care. But right now, I'm looking at the new. Like, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I'm super excited, but come on, bro. Like, who has that wide receiver core right now?
Nobody.
In the NFL.
It stamps it. It's the number one wide receiver core in the NFL. It's official.
There's nothing close to it. Like, you can have an argument maybe for the Cowboys, and that's only on the strength of you don't know the health.
That's just two players. That's just two players, though.
Where they got the third player last night.
Wait, so hold on. They got Amari Cooper. Terrence Williams ain't there anymore. He don't play for them anymore.
Oh, what's the other wide receiver that they got though?
Oh, you talking about? I know who you talking about. I forget what his name is though. Like he came from
numbers though in fantasy. What's that dude's name? Oh, hold up.
Damn.
Come on, somebody in the chat. Tell me the Cowboys wide receivers. I can't see the chat because I'm on the phone.
Hold on, I got you. Gallup. Yep.
Yeah,
Gallup.
There we go.
Michael Gallup.
So you got Gallup, Cooper, and CD Lamb. That's vicious. That's vicious.
Blacklock is off the board now.
Okay. Texans. Okay.
This is lit though, bro. Like, what happens if Josh Jones is still there? I was a Josh Jones guy, but in the back of my mind,
he's still on the board.
In the back of my mind, though, I just didn't want to take Denzel Mims. Now, you can sell me behind T. Higgins. You can sell me on that.
Okay.
You can sell me on that for sure.
Do you remember when we did the mock and I had Higgins and I was like, nah, we're going to swap him out. Was it Josh Jones?
Nah. We didn't take Josh Jones either. We passed on both of them. We took Willie Gay.
In the second.
we passed on both of them and we took Willie Gay.
We're going to get a King Davis Gaither in the third, though. That's the only reason I'm still watching this right now. A King Davis Gaither is coming on.
Oh, I'm watching every round, bro. I'm watching every round. This whole new era.
I'm saying, like, you got to understand, bro. I didn't even go to sleep last night. Like, I am, like, on.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you lit.
So
you lit. Zim, y'all don't know this, but Zim had texted me earlier, like, bro, I didn't even go to sleep. I'm charged. He was like, where you at? It's lit right now. I'm like, man, that's why I'm about to fully enjoy this. I'm about to fully enjoy this, bro.
All day. Like, I'll be playing with, like, my son, doing family stuff, whatever. Whole time I'm thinking, like, who we going with Mims? Who we going, like, you know, I've been thinking it all day, watching clips, reading stuff on Twitter. Just, you know,
hey, I gotta
get a whole bunch of different opinions.
You getting a T. Higgins jersey?
You goddamn right. Is it on Fanatics right now?
I don't know if it's on Fanatics. Hey, if you guys are listening, check my description. It's the Fanatics link. You can get any of your Bengals apparel through there. Y'all been killing it, bro. Y'all done went ham today on the BURROW jerseys. I'm not even gonna lie. But if you want to continue to get your stuff, definitely be sure to check out Fanatics. You can support the channel as well. 8% of those proceeds go there. And I'm also going to do a donation to the COVID-19 Foundation. I'm waiting for the end of this draft. We're going to tally it up. I'm going to definitely do a donation there because there's some families and people in need that as well. So, oh, snap. They said T. Higgins. I'm going to have to hit you back, Zim. They said T. Higgins is live on the Bengals YouTube channel. So I'm about to bring that in. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. All right. They said T. Higgins is live.
Okay, sir.
Let's see. I'm trying to find it real quick. They said on the Bengals YouTube channel. Bro, this is lit. I don't know if the T. Higgins jerseys are out there yet. I don't know if they've done that yet. I'm about to pull it in here now. Hold on, bro. Did they just say Chadwick Boseman is leaving Black Panther? Yikes. Higgins jerseys, are they up? I don't see. Oh, he is live. All right, here we go. Oh, it's coming up. It hasn't started yet, so it's perfect. We're still waiting. I'm gonna have it going. That's crazy. 150. Let's go. We hit 170 earlier. What's up, y'all? I'm gonna see right now if the T. Higgins jerseys are on Fanatics.com. Somebody asked me about Prime. Somebody said, "Can I put Prime in the description?" Is that where you want it? You said you wanted it down below, but I didn't know if you meant like in the description or what. T. Higgins. Hold on. I'm heading over there now. Let me see. I'm about to share my screen real quick. All I see is BURROW jerseys right now. Oh, they do got the T. Higgins jersey. They got it up there. I'm gonna go ahead and make a link for it. I'll throw it in the description. They do have a T. Higgins jersey, bro. Let me go ahead and make my link for it. I got y'all. I'm gonna make it right now. That's crazy. T. Higgins joint already up. That's crazy. Fanatics is on it, man. That's why I partner with them, man. Fanatics is on it. They're not playing out here. They are not playing any games. Hold on. Let me all right. T. Higgins jersey. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. T. Higgins is scheduled to speak to the Bengals media. This is a major pick. Nah, he's probably not wearing 0. I think whatever number he picks, they're gonna put it up on there, but they just making sure that people have it right now. It looks like the Bengals are live. Hold on. TJ was just talking about him. TJ Husmanzada was just talking about him, talking about how much of a dog he is. The Bengals official YouTube page. All right, T. Higgins is on here.
Guys need to know.
I'm queuing it up now.
It's sexier if it's trimmed. Our lawnmower 3.0, it is the...
It look like T is just waiting. He's already up. Boy, this is crazy, bro.
Thank you. That's a nice chain, by the way. How did it feel for you to get that call from the Bengals, and describe what it's like for you to be teammates officially with Joe Burrow?
Man, just getting a call from, my favorite team in the NFL is just, it's surreal.
Favorite team in the NFL.
I call myself a Cincinnati Bengals, man. It's crazy. And, being able to play with Joe, man, he's a guy with great character. He tore it up on the college field, and I know he's going to turn it up in the league. So I'm really looking forward to building that chemistry with him and going out there and tearing up defense.
How long has the Bengals been your favorite team?
Ever since AJ Green got there, I've been a fan of him since he was at Georgia, and once he got there, that's when I switched over to a Bengals fan.
What do you like about AJ?
Man, it's just a guy that he plays with grit. He's a guy that his jump balls and his body control is unbelievable, and I actually modeled my game after him. So,
what do you think about being his teammate?
Man, it's crazy, man. I was just talking about this to my good friend. I was like, man, I can end up at the Bengals and be his teammate one day. And now that this moment is here, it's just surreal.
T, what was last night like for you up until today? Not getting in. A lot of people did have you in the first round. What was it like waiting to overnight and then seeing what would happen today?
Man, last night, obviously I wanted my name called, but with my mentality, it's just whenever I get my name called, man, it's just I know a team is gonna get a hard worker, a guy that's gonna come in and grind and just go out there and dominate.
Zach Taylor talked a little bit about when he got to meet you right before everything was shut down, and there seemed to be like you guys basically hit it off. Can you talk about that meeting right before things closed down?
Yeah, definitely, man. We got it in right before everything closed down, and he's a great guy, man. Once I talked to him, I was like, that is a guy I want to play.
T. Higgins jersey is in the description now. If you want to get it, it's there. The link is there.
I knew it was, and I'm just glad I'm a Bengal now. So
I don't know what your situation was in high school, but in college you played with two pretty good quarterbacks. Now you're going to be the teammate of Joe Burrow. How lucky do you feel to have those kind of guys showing you the football through your football career in college and now the NFL?
I'm very lucky, to see you guys see him play and just seeing how he goes out there and just he's so accurate with the ball, and I'm just really looking forward to playing with Joe. Last time we played football, we was playing against each other, so I'm just really looking forward to going out there and competing with him.
Your mom and your sister actually boo you if you play poorly in a game. Is that true? And how do you react when that happens if it is true?
No, they don't boo me. They'll yell at me and tell me to get my act right and start playing better. But that boo thing is it's just a rumor. They call me Boots, like BOOT. So it kind of sounds like boo. My sister's always called me Boot since I was young, so it's just my nickname.
It's lit.
For them.
Have you ever met AJ?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Did you come close to playing basketball? How close did you come to going to play basketball in college?
I thought about it. My junior year in high school, that's when I really made it strictly football my sport. But I was really close, I started getting offers for basketball, and I really wanted to work on my game in basketball. So, but in the junior year, I knew football was the sport for me.
You played against Joe Burrow in the title game. I mean, what did you see on the other side of the field watching him do his thing?
He's the guy that plays with grit. He's the guy that's going to compete. Who was up on them, at the beginning, and you can tell he was locked in and he brought his team back. So he was the guy that's going to compete and play hard no matter what.
I got together out in California. You guys threw together out in California. Is that the rumor? You and Joe Burrow?
No, I never got to catch a pass from him actually. So
you didn't?
T, I can see just watching you how excited you are. Obviously, to be drafted by the Bengals, you talked about it being your favorite team, but how confident are you with Joe Burrow, with the other talent this team has already, especially offensive weapons like AJ Green and Joe Mixon? how confident are you, T, that this team can? I don't know.
Bengals about to catch me in subs, y'all.
Really do some big things this season.
Yeah, I'm very confident. You know, I feel like we can really turn the organization around, and come out with a winning season this next season. And I'm really looking forward to it.
Were you vocal about your Bengals fandom? Did your Clemson teammates know that you're a Bengals guy? And then what was it like? I can't imagine you were around a bunch of them.
Yeah, I was the only one. They knew I was a Bengals fan.
Thank you, Rocket.
A hard time every time we lost a game, but I was still, I stayed locked in and was always a fan. Never, switched up on them. But hey, it is what it is.
So besides AJ, is anybody you like on the team? I mean, is there anybody else you like their style on the team besides AJ? Is there anybody you like to watch?
Yeah, I really just watch AJ, but Joe, he's a great back, and he's been turning it up in the league, so really looking forward to playing with him too.
So you haven't watched anybody else in the receiver room? Tyler Boyd, John Ross, any of those guys?
Oh, those guys are hard fought guys, and they those guys.
Some technical difficulties. I think they had some technical difficulties. So that was my guy T. Higgins there. Man. Crazy, bro. Crazy. All right, let's get back to the draft, man. How you guys doing? Bill Lazor. He's the new offensive coordinator of the Bears. Good luck. Yeah, he's a real Bengals fan for real. That's crazy. Oh wow. My man Moody. Moody, you in the chat?
For Chicago, and let's say thank you enough to our medical professionals taking care of our communities in Chicago and all over.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to bring somebody on. This is a guy that has been talking about T. Higgins from day one. Let me see if I can get him.
In the 2020 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Cole Kmet.
He was just on the other night.
Well, the tight ends are going to come
See if I can get him.
No surprise that Cole Kmet is one of the first one. He put on a show.
Might be able to get him, might not. Cole Kmet, that was, I don't know about that one. He might not be available. All right. Man, crazy. Crazy, man. We are loaded up for the future.
Ankles to us. He didn't have ankles. His calves just rolled into his ankles. And his father,
Jonathan Taylor went to the Colts. That's a good move for them. Laviska Shenault to the Jags. Okay, Jacksonville. Cole Kmet. When is our next pick, man? What's up, man? What's up, PK Bandit? What's up, bro? AFC North is coming to the Natty.
Set a record for Notre Dame tight ends. 9 catches, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. That's most by an Irish tight end since 1977. He went on to have some really good games against USC, 6 catches, BC, 7 receptions, Stanford, 5 catches, big kid, 6'5", over 6'6".
Okay, yeah, my guy, it's his sister's birthday, so he couldn't be with us, but he is charged over here. Like, he talked about T. Higgins. He was one of the first people that told me that he wanted T. Higgins. I don't know if Marvin would have drafted T. What's up, Chris? Guys, I'm going to be right back. I got to grab something to eat. I haven't eaten all day. Give me 1 second. Be right back.
first opened our doors, it didn't take us long to realize
We weren't in the car business.
at Lexus, we were in the people business.
We needed to be helpful
Respectful,
and compassionate.
to treat people like guests. It's what we all signed up for. And now when people need this most, we will do what we've always done.
Take care of people first.
The rest will follow.
I believe a company should focus on what they do best. At Tecovas, that's handcrafted, high-quality Western boots at a fair price. Because NetSuite shows me all my financials in one place, we stay focused on what we do best.
With NetSuite by Oracle, you get a full picture of your business. Finance, inventory, HR, customers, and more. It's everything you need, all in one place.
Woo.
#1 cloud.
All right, y'all.
Schedule your free product
Skirt.
at netsuite.com.
Skirt. All right.
We can never do what they do.
Kind of weird about having people watch me eat and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just put this up. Yeah, Taco Bell. Taco Bell, man. Crunchy Wrap Supreme. That's my joint.
Urgently needs blood and platelet donations and asks healthy donors to schedule an appointment to give during this coronavirus outbreak. Patients are counting on
Y'all know I still got the Skyline chili dip too. There used to be $1 for these? It's crazy. Homemade steak fajitas, that sounds like that's on point. One thing y'all will know about Ace Boogie outside of New Stripe City is I am a foodie. I'm definitely a foodie. Chicken burrito. Yes, sir. Josh Jones still hasn't gone yet, though, right?
Get our experts' take on every key pick from draft weekend. He's the best in this year's draft, and I expect him to start day one. He has all the things that you look for in the National Football League. Path to the draft, Monday at 8, only on NFL Network.
It's Grand Delpit is still out there. Zach Bond's still out there. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think right now, according to Prime, he's probably still up there. I'm going to do a live update on Prime, too. That is crazy.
Well, we just observed the critical work the CDC is doing to fight this pandemic. We all need each other now more than ever. So if you're able to help, please do what you can. Visit NFL.com/relief. There is Grant Dalton, the Jim Thorpe Award winner as the best defensive back in college football.
I'm going to send it. I loved it, bro. I love that pick. I loved it. Although I was a Josh Jones guy, I love that pick. If you go on receiver, you got to go T. Higgins.
We've seen a couple of safeties go off the board. Wondering when we hear the names of Dalton and Antoine Winfield go off the board as well. And there you see the brainchild of the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, the new head coach, Andrew Berry, the vice president and general manager. A lot of Ivy League guys
Delpit is gone.
in the front office for the Cleveland Browns. The pick is in right now. Let's find out where Cleveland is going to go with this selection. With the 44th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Grant Delpit,
Ooh.
defensive back, LSU.
That was smart. You got to after that T. Higgins pick.
He is off the board, and he's finally there. He is going to go to the Cleveland Browns. By the way, this is the second straight year that the Cleveland Browns have taken an LSU defensive back in the second round. They also got corner Greedy Williams last year in the second round. So he's nicknamed Baby Jamal after Jamal Adams, a former LSU and current Jeff safety. And of course, he is a Saints fan. Grant Delpit grew up going to Saints games in the Superdome. Back then, he was recognized as a kid who would repeatedly run up and down the ramps of games. Fellow Saints fan would tell his father that one day Delpit would be playing in the Superdome. So, Bug, what do we think about Grant Delpit here?
You know, if the draft would have been after the 2018 season, Grant Dalton would have been a first-round pick because there's nothing this young man can't do. You want to put him in the slot, have him cover wide receivers and tight ends, he can do that. You want to put him in the half field as a
great pick for the Browns.
He can do that, a tackling machine, someone that can blitz. What happened coming to 2019, missed several tackles, had the high ankle sprain. The tape didn't just look as good as it did in 2019, and Grant Delpit suffered because of that. But I think going to Cleveland, now you got Ward on the outside as a corner. Grant Delpit is a safety. He is a playmaker at the safety position, especially if he's healthy. And he showed you in the national championship game against Clemson his ability now to come down and blitz. He can be that enforcer type as long as he cleans the tackles up.
Well, that's the whole key. What we saw in 2018 was an all-around.
Delpit in Cleveland,
100%.
Queen in Baltimore.
This year he had an ankle injury against Auburn in October. You know, he wasn't close to 100% against Alabama, Ole Miss. He really struggled in that game against the Ole Miss Rebels on November 16th. So you look at Grant Delpit, he didn't have a chance to run that 4.45, 4.48 in the pro day.
I do think DJ Ritter is going to look good for the Bengals, especially against the run.
He missed so many tackles. He was not flying around being the player he was in 2018. He attributed it all to the ankle. He excused it all the way because of the
Josh Jones to the Bucks? What? Damn. That's a great pick for them.
Nice line, Mel. By the way, he admitted he was trying too hard at some point to be perfect. But yeah, some of that absolutely was the injuries as well. Okay, now on the clock, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There you see Bruce Arians still chilling on the back porch. And Jason Licht,
Is Winfield?
manager, the pick is in. Let's find out where they're going.
Nah, I'm eating Nacho Supreme, no bean.
The 2020 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Antoine Winfield,
That's a great pick.
Minnesota.
That's a great pick.
Okay, this is kind of strange. We've had 4 safeties go off here in the second round.
Crazy story is a good friend of mine is a Bucks fan. I was telling him about Antoine Winfield.
We just had Claypool take Grant Delpit, and now Antoine Winfield Jr. is off the board. I could be wrong, but I think they're a little happy about this in the Woodlands, Texas, which is where he's from. Again, Antoine Winfield, a unanimous All-American, the 2019 Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year. And as we said, his father was a first-round pick in 1999 by the Buffalo Bills.
I think he's the best safety in the draft, too. All due respect to Grant Delpit, but best safety to me, best ball hawk.
The game between the Packers and Vikings when Brett Favre was with the Vikings, he had an interception. So I just want to throw that out. So now, take us to the Sunday. Well, Antoine Winfield, his dad was a stud. It was an out.
I'm going to do some updates to Prime real quick.
From Antoine Winfield Jr. He plays at the high safety. You'll see.
Telling y'all, man, I put countless hours in on Prime. I sent it to Duke Tobin before. I've emailed it to him before. I don't know if he's ever looked at it. But
he's a great finisher. You watch the Fresno State game at the end of that ball game. He makes a wheeling interception as good as any you'll see in this draft class. And guys, I'll just add this: Vita Vea up the middle, Devin White up the middle, and now you've got
Antoine Winfield, that's a great pick for the Buccaneers.
What do you think, Louis?
I'm going to update my board here so we can see what's going on. When's the next time that we pick? What's the actual number?
The positional versatility. Look, we've already hit on the fact that he can play free safety, strong safety. He can play the nickel linebacker. He can play the dime linebacker. He can play the star or the money, as they call it down front. And
Yeah, if Jones falls, bro, that's crazy.
back coaches down there in Tampa Bay. He has some great ones. He's going to learn from Todd Bowles, Nick Rapone, Kevin Ross. These guys all know how to coach up defensive back play, and this team is born to play the position. And then you saw, of course, who they both took in the first round, Tristan Wirfs. Let's not forget they also happened to pick up, Rob Gronkowski.
65?
Okay, now it's time for the
20 picks.
Let's find out where they go. With the 46th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, The Denver Broncos select KJ Hamler.
Ooh, that's a good pick for them. Hey, Broncos doing some work.
Clearly surrounding their
They doing some work, bro.
took in the second round last year.
They doing some work.
With some weapons. They got Jerry Jeudy in the first round. And now, Lewis, they get KJ Hamler, who all he did his freshman year break Saquon Barkley's all-purpose yardage mark. This guy is a big play waiting to happen.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, him and Jerry Jeudy together.
We're updating our board real quick.
Now the Denver Broncos have got some speed and they are on the map as far as big playmaking ability. You see it here. Watch him just avoid the second level reroute and then sprint down in the middle of the field and catch this touchdown pass. Right in front of the goalpost. The kid has 4.27 speed, and he's not just an inside player. He can line up outside too. But you see what he does here on the slot fade and how he just separates. It's just ridiculous. And his run after the catch skills are something to behold. These slot fades that you see him running from the inside position and running to the back pylon, he's almost vertically.
What up? What up?
And the catch and run. This is where him and Jerry Jeudy are just going to be a nightmare for the AFC West.
Absolutely. The one thing he's got to work on, his 9 drops in 2019 tied for the 12th most in the FBS, according to ESPN stats.
Got everybody in here, man.
I'm not proud on it, but it's something.
We got everybody in here.
John Elway seems happy. As a former quarterback, he has to love the first 2 picks he's gotten in this draft. Even the defensive side, head coach Vic Fangio is loving the weapons Drew Lock is going to have to throw to. Stay with us.
We catching up.
You're watching the 2020 NFL Draft.
Bang.
Presented by Lowe.
Christian Fulton can't still be out here. Is he still out there?
When we first opened our doors, it didn't take us long.
Christian Fulton is still out there, or is that somebody that I missed? Did he get taken in the first round?
We were in the people business.
We needed to be helpful
Respectful.
and compassionate.
Steelers messed up, man. They should have kept them picks. They should have kept them picks. I think Christian Fulton is still out there.
We need this most. We will do what we've always done.
Take care of people
So,
first.
according to Prime right now, this is our board
I believe the company
of what the Bengals could be looking at right here.
That's that's handcrafted, high-quality Western boots at a fair price. Because next week,
So you got Christian Fulton, you got Josh Jones, Jalen Johnson, Curtis Weaver, Jordan Elliott. AJ Epinesa is still out there, folks. That's crazy. Ashton Davis, depending on which one of these guys they view, could be any of them. So let me see this.
To talk about the things that we need to fix. Our criminal justice system.
Let's pull that up. So
and education and economic advancement.
we pull this out. Zach Bond, if they viewed Zach Bond as a first rounder, Zach Bond will be at the top. You got Jonah Jackson, Denzel Mims. They got some options, bro. It depends on how they view them.
The American Red Cross urgently needs blood.
We picked T. Higgins,
and asks
wide receiver.
to schedule an appointment to give during this coronavirus outbreak. Patients are
They're grading him ahead of Ezra Cleveland. That's the only thing, man. I think they view the only reason that he scares me is let me select all again. Hey, TJ, bro, appreciate that, my guy. That's my guy right there. Appreciate you, bro. Damn, man, Moody is still. There's a lot of people still out there. Makai Becton is definitely gone. Let me change that. Bro, it's still a lot of people out there.
What's up, everybody?
Ezra Cleveland, they had him as a second to third round guy.
Stay home, stay strong.
But if I do look, he doesn't check the boxes for them like that. I got him as a 3.54. Josh Jones is a 4.27, and this is based off of the history that they've had and Duke Tobin's entire tenure since he's been there. Yeah, the third round is today. Bro, this is crazy. There's still a lot of people going. AJ Epinesa, man, he's getting killed.
Sign up now and you can watch full game broadcasts from previous seasons.
Who would you guys take between Josh Jones and AJ Epinesa? You did, Paul. Hey, shout out to Paul. What's crazy is I wasn't trying to say that C. Higgins wasn't good or anything, bro. I think we kind of had a little bit of a miscommunication, but I totally understand what you were saying. I'm glad that we got your boy. Hey, it is what it is. I'm good with it. Yeah, the third is today. Why they got Offset on here? It definitely doesn't.
Cancer patients and survivors are extremely vulnerable to the COVID-19. To learn more about how you can support and help, visit cancer.org. And now, I'm excited to let you guys know y'all gonna see my pick. Yes, sir. My city, Atlanta Falcons, my pick. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
They should have had Offset announce the pick.
Doing the fight against cancer. We're proud to work alongside the American Cancer Society to make this disease a thing of the past. With the 47th
Marlon Davidson.
2020 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Marlon Davidson, defensive tackle.
Over Zach Bond?
Well, Marlon Davidson teamed up with Derek Brown.
He's not bad, though, second round.
Impressive defensive line for the Auburn Tigers and Gus Malzahn and Kevin Steele, their defensive coordinator. He had an opportunity to jump and enter the draft last year following his third year as he started, but he decided to come back, and it certainly paid benefits for him. Booger, when you take a look at Marlon Davidson, his weight can be a problem at times. When he's on the right side of about 290, he can be really disruptive.
You think the Steelers are going to draft Bond?
It's only going to be a problem if they leave him at defensive end.
Wide receiver group, super fire.
He was a defensive end in college. I think he's going to kick down and play.
Hey, TJ, thanks again for that, man. Shout out to you, my guy. We're going to have to link up again when the season starts up. And shout out to all of the first responders and the people working in the grocery stores, the essential workers. We appreciate y'all. Everyone that's working in the hospitals and everything, we truly appreciate y'all putting y'all life on the line for us.
12 and a half tackles for 7.5 sacks. I mean, he combined for that 1 year. When you talk about the previous 2 seasons, put them together, you wouldn't get that number. So it really
I'm telling y'all, man, Denzel Mims, that was a lot of hype, bro. That was a lot of hype. No one was talking about him until the 4-3. Nothing against him, but nobody was talking about him like that until like the 4-3 and everything. I like Zach Bond. I think that he's a high boomer bust player, right? I think if you're moving from a 4-3 to a 3-4 and you're transitioning, I think that he's the perfect player. He's a tool that you can really use. Michael Pittman, I love Michael Pittman. Hey, I appreciate you too, Dallas.
The owner and chairman of the Atlanta Falcons also chiming in and happy to see Marlon.
I hate when Pittsburgh takes Ohio State players. Let them take a running back. I'm cool with that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Waste that pick on a running back.
So now we go to check in on the Seattle Seahawks.
My college team is Ohio State Buckeyes, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a super diehard, active college fan. I'll watch it. I'll know what's going on. 9 times out of 10, if I am watching, it's probably the Buckeyes or a big game. But ever since Alabama just started loading up on everything, it kind of has drifted away from me. And Clemson as well.
Darrell Taylor, defensive end.
Darrell Taylor.
All right, you played outside linebacker at Tennessee.
Seahawks got to get better at drafting, man.
Redshirt senior, and DJ, one of the only 3 balls ever to have a 4-sack game.
Got someone that was hurt this year, but you go back to 2018, you see the get off right here.
Bro, this is crazy. Christian Fulton and Josh Jones are still available.
They'll set up tackles that go right through their pads. Just didn't get to see the same guy this year, Booger, because
Let's see what the Steelers do, y'all.
This was a potential trade back scenario for the Seattle Seahawks right outside the first round. Instead,
Squealers.
The defensive line coach, I talked to
They threw that pick in pretty quick. See if I can find it on Twitter.
This young man has juice off the edge,
he also has a plan. Not many guys come from college to the NFL understanding how to rush the passer with the plan, counter moves. His base move is a long run with power. He understands.
TJ Husmanzada. Shout out to Bengals, Cincinnati Bengal Genius. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to his channel. I gotta have him on sometime throughout this point. We're gonna probably try to get him on as well. And then I think Bengal Jim started his tailgating channel. Be sure to follow him too. You see, I'm always going to show love to anybody that's passionate and that's a fan of the Bengals like me. It's never going to be any hate or anything. I support those guys. I want you guys to support them like you support me, for sure.
Presented by BURROW.
Josh Jones.
When we first opened our doors, it didn't take us long to realize.
Somebody said, there goes Jones. They taking Josh Jones?
At Lexus, we were in the people business.
We needed to be helpful
Respectful.
and compassionate.
To treat people like guests. It's what we all signed up for. And now when people need this most, we will do what we've always done.
Take care of people first.
The rest will follow.
When you're fighting to save America's family farms, every decision counts. That's why at Moines,
Seahawks trade up 11 spots.
while we bring you the most delicious.
Seahawks don't know what the hell they doing, man.
With NetSuite by Oracle.
I don't know who is running their draft, but
Inventory, HR, customers, and more. It's everything you need.
see if we can find who the Steelers are going to take.
NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business system.
They said Chase Claypool. That's good. That's cool. They can have him. They can have Chase Claypool. Looks like it's Chase Claypool is the pick. So Chase Claypool gets picked over Denzel Mims. That's crazy.
67. Sorry. You heard about GoodRx? GoodRx finds free coupons to help you save up to 80% on.
Guess what? It's not T. Higgins though. It's not T. Higgins.
Yeah. GoodRx. Stop paying too much for your prescriptions.
Path to the draft. Get our experts' take on every key pick from draft weekend.
He's the best in this year's draft, and I expect him to start day one. He has all the things that you look for in the National Football League.
Path to the draft. Monday at 8, only on NFL Network.
What's up, everybody? Tony Gonzalez here. What's good, everybody? Derwin James here. Stay home. Stay strong.
Stay inside. Stay strong.
We're going to be all right. I promise you that.
I think he just got a lot of hype, man. He got a lot of hype at the end. This is a deep receiver class. I was saying earlier too that I would have taken Michael Pittman over Mims too. I would have taken Michael Pittman and T. Higgins over him.
I was in, you know what I'm saying, y'all situation. I saw one year, I got arrested. Everything can change, man. So what you supposed to do? You got into somebody that you really kept. Tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Yeah, Steelers are taking Chase Claypool. 140 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna rock this thing out. We're gonna see what this next draft pick looking like. Let me see if there's any other stuff Bengals related going on right now.
Welcome back. We are halfway through the second round of the 2020 NFL Draft. Still waiting for when Jalen Hurts, the Oklahoma quarterback, and of course the Alabama quarterback before that, we'll wait to hear his name called. The Steelers are on the clock. There you see head coach Mike Tomlin and Kevin Colbert, the vice president and general manager, going through some things. Under the new playoff format, the Steelers would have been the 7th seed in the AFC last year, despite all the quarterback issues. But the pick is in. Let's find out where Pittsburgh is going. Come on, let's go. With the 49th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, Pittsburgh Steelers select Chase Claypool, wide receiver, Notre Dame. All right, Chase Claypool went from Abbotsford, British Columbia to South Bend, and now he's going to the confluence of the three.
Let me show you guys this.
The Allegheny and the Monongahela. Chase Claypool had a really, really strong combine, but he grew up in Abbotsford.
That's T. Higgins saying that he gonna meet AJ Green one day. He tweeted that May 4th, 2016.
What's impressive about that 40 time is how big he is. 6'4", 238 pounds. Only Calvin Johnson ran faster at that size.
So here's what we're talking about. Chase Claypool from Abbotsford, British Columbia, and then went to Vancouver and far away from Seattle. That's how far away it is. Michael, what do we think? We're starting with this high school football here, and this is some of the stuff that we saw and talked about when Chase.
Mims is falling.
Abbotsford Senior,
Jones is falling. Bond is falling. It's looking good, fellas.
Secondary school in British Columbia, but he wasn't really getting any attention. So he decided to throw some up on Facebook, and Michael, it got people's attention, and now he's drafted by the Steelers.
That's crazy though. Josh Jones falling.
Yeah, and what a great pickup. With Ben Roethlisberger coming back to expand on that receiving group that they have right there. And we talked about this all day, Trey. I mean, these are big guys that can run. You talked about that 4-4-2 and can go up and get the ball, just like you see right there. 13 touchdowns last season for Notre Dame. The most since Will Fuller had 14 back in 2015. This man is a touchdown machine.
Yeah, Jazzy, I'm with you, brother. If we can somehow get Jones or Bond in the third, that would be super hype. That would be super hype, bro. Appreciate you too for stopping by. Like, guys, if you're on here, be sure to subscribe to JazziTV. He's lit. He's lit for sure. I didn't even get to do a recap of the pick, man. I'm gonna have to wait until this is over with. Stream is super lit right now. I know Jazzy holding us down though.
Thank you very much. Meanwhile, let's go back to Commissioner Roger Goodell.
Jazzy, I know we kind of trash wide receiver, but I'm kind of liking the pick, bro. I'm kind of liking it. I'm not gonna lie.
Chicago Bears select Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson's off the board, corner. He was a first round talent. That's a good value pick for them, the Bears.
Year at Utah with a torn labrum. He had a tackling drill that went awry in camp early on, but he stayed and decided to play through the entire season. And he was surprised as anybody, Mel.
Definitely a splash, bro. Definitely was a big move. Logan Wilson, I really want Logan Wilson in the fourth round, bro. Like, I would love to have Logan Wilson. Speaking of that, I don't think many linebackers have gone this round. Jalen Johnson, I liked him though. I think that's a great pick for them. Does Flem have a second round reaction? I can check for you right now. Let me see. I was gonna try to get Flem on for y'all, but I kind of waited too late. He might actually be in the chat right now, but I waited to the last minute to try to ask him on. But we are gonna do something. We're gonna definitely collab and talk about this draft for sure.
You see the reaction all the way around with Fresno, California, as he puts the Bears cap on.
Nah, he hasn't put one out yet. Dak brother, oh man, not Dak Prescott. Sorry, man. Prayers up to Dak Prescott. That's horrible, man. Please don't tell me it was from the coronavirus.
As the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock,
I'm looking right now, man. That's sad.
extend our sincere condolences to Dak Prescott.
Wow.
His brother Jace passed away yesterday. Dak, our thoughts are with you and your family.
Man.
When we first opened our doors, it didn't take us long to realize.
We weren't in the car business.
At Lexus, we were in the people business.
We needed to be helpful
Respectful.
and compassionate.
Wow,
Treating
man.
people like guests.
Life is short sometimes, guys.
Signed up for. And now when people need this most, we will do.
That's sad, man. Prayers go out to Dak Prescott and his family, man. That's a tough one.
The rest will follow.
That's a tough one.
I believe the company should focus on what they do best. At Tecovas, that's handcrafted, high-quality Western boots at a fair price. Because NetSuite shows me all my financials in one place, we stay focused on what we do best.
With NetSuite by Work.
Oh, man.
Finance, inventory,
Prayers up to his family, man. I hate to hear that. I lost my brother when I was younger, so that's a sensitive subject for me, man. Heart goes out to their family, man. Yeah, that's tough. Man. Yeah, if the Cowboys got Fulton, that would be crazy. Yeah, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. Super sad.
Chase Young. He's an instant playmaker. The legend of Tua has begun.
Hey. I'm excited about Prime getting it right. I ain't gonna lie, man. Prime kind of kicked my ass this year. I got a late start on it, and I was trying to get through it. As you guys have seen, I tried to upload most of the videos, but I didn't even get through all of the positional videos. It was tough to do because I'm still working at my other job now, so trying to balance, and I've had a lot of projects and stuff there, so I've been trying to really balance things between the projects that I'm on at work and projects that I do here. So the YouTube, the Prime project. So it really kicked my ass this year. But one thing that I wasn't going to settle for was to make sure that Prime wasn't legit. So I made sure that I put in the extra time and I did the updates that I needed to make sure that Prime was good. So we'll see.
The most delicious meat you ever.
I'm honestly gonna go by what the Prime board is right now. Like, I probably would have to say it's probably Josh Jones, Christian Fulton. It depends on who's gonna be there. Like, we got a couple of picks left until we pick. About 14 picks until we get it. So I think that those make our chances of getting one of those guys pretty good.
And I want to send a special shout out to all the frontline workers. To everyone, I want to say stay healthy, stay inside. I want to say thank you to all the doctors and nurses, all the healthcare workers. We know you guys are down this thing for us, and we really appreciate you guys. So for myself, I'm going to give love to everyone. Love you guys. Take care.
T. Higgins, Diggs. You must be talking about Diggs is Stephon Diggs' brother. Best available is J.K. Dobbins, Zach Bond, Denzel Mims, Josh Jones, and Justin Matabuke.
From a physical and athletic standpoint, Josh Jones, I thought, had a solid year at Houston, worthy of being in consideration as a late first, early second. I really like Justin Matabuke from Texas A&M. He collapses that interior. That's what today's game's all about. Not stay at home. Let's get into that backfield and wreak havoc. Justin Matabuke is going to be a really good pick. I thought he was worthy of being maybe a pick between 25 and 40. Here he is still on the board. Now we're getting to the later portion of round two.
And there, Mel, you see A.J. Epinesa, the Iowa defensive end, one of the 5-star recruits that has been there for a while, had been there in a long time. His family had connection to Iowa. We'll see when he comes off the board. Meanwhile, we talk a lot about Cliff Kingsbury's crib and where he was saying Jerry Jones is spending his time on his $250 million luxury yacht. I mean, that's a pretty good flex for a lot of people. And there's the chair that represents Mike McCarthy, where he would be if he was actually in the chair. But to pick us in, let's go to the commissioner.
With the 51st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Trayvon Diggs.
Oh, that's what you guys were saying. Okay, that's a good pick.
All right, so the Cowboys
over Christian Fulton.
Defensive back in the first round, instead CeeDee Lamb fell.
Okay.
And now Trayvon Diggs, the younger brother of Stephon Diggs, is going to be a member of the Dallas Cowboys. By the way, the first ever NFL game Trayvon Diggs went to, it was the
What's up, y'all? I'm loving that we got 140 people here in the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. If you want to support the channel, definitely stop by the description. If you're looking to get some new gear or something like that, hit one of my links. 8% goes to the channel. Once I finish out this whole draft thing, I'm definitely going to be making a donation to the COVID-19 virus, the foundation for that, the one that the NFL is using. So, yeah, We got you.
Of course, now he's with the Bills. So, Lewis, what are we thinking about?
Hey, thank you, John Doe. Appreciate you.
Look, I'll tell you what, when you get off the bus as a corner, this is
Ooh.
what you want to look like. A guy who's 6'1", 205, easy, fluid hips. It has
That's not a bad pick, though. I just thought that Fulton would have went first.
He's a guy who's proficient in press coverage. You see here, he uses a soft motor, jams the wide receiver.
I don't think a tight end. I think Cole Kmet was the first tight end drafted. No one else. This isn't really a strong tight end class. I wouldn't mind Albert O in like the 5th round. That would be true. I would love Albert O.
It's just a matter, again, of doing it consistently over and over.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's number is 9.
Nick Saban, they know how to get corners ready to play in the NFL.
T. Higgins is a beast.
This guy should be a good player if he can hit.
T. Higgins is a beast. He shouldn't have been there. The only reason, let me stop this real quick. It's crazy because my man Matt Minnick, he had and if you need to subscribe to the Cincy Jungle podcast, please be sure to do that. We do a lot of stuff over there. Myself, the Orange and Black Insider. We've been on fire lately. But he had Greg Cosell on there talking wide receivers, and he actually ended up ironically talking about T. Higgins and Denzel Mims. And what he said was, it's crazy because since T. Higgins had a bad 40 time at the combine, he was like, he's going to fall because there's no way for them to be able to bring him in for a private workout. So it's funny that the Bengals did do that. And they were able to get up close and personal, but Greg Cosell thought that was a reason he would have fell in the draft. And because he couldn't have the pro day, it wouldn't have given him the ability to improve that time to make him a first round lock. So it's funny how things end up working out. That ends up dropping him to the Bengals. Cam Akers to the Chargers. You guys probably already knew that. FSU boy, that's what's up. They're going to draft late 2nd round. Did we move up or no? Did the Bengals move up? Is that what you guys are trying to say? I think they should stay put, man. I think they should stay put. But one thing I was going to say is when you turn on Zach Bond to the Eagles, when you turn on the film of T. Higgins, he doesn't look slow. That's one thing that I was going to say. Like, there's a difference between field speed and 40 speed. Like, you can't just go off of somebody running a 4.3. Like, that's not the same. Like, when you have pads and stuff on, it's different. So Zach Bond to the Eagles, it looks like. I don't know if that's a guess or if that's true. Is that true? That's true, KG? Cam Akers is a good running back. I'm surprised the Titans didn't take, I mean, not the Titans, but the Buccaneers didn't take him.
Tremendous lower body strength and development. A guy who will break through arm tackles. A guy who will run and show him the face.
So this is the Browns secondary. My man Quincy just posted this. Denzel Ward, Greedy Williams, Terrence Mitchell, Carl Joseph, and Grant Delpit. Eagles are going to be drafting Jalen Hurts. Eagles are drafting Jalen Hurts. That's what's up. Jalen Hurts is off the board. Hey, congratulations to Jalen Hurts, man. That's a great pick. I'm on Twitter too, so I'm looking on Twitter. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is the pick. That's good for us, though. Hopefully it makes another quarterback go off. See? Jalen Hurts.
Well, it just got interesting, ladies and gentlemen, as Jalen Hurts is going to Doug Peterson and that Philadelphia offense. 2nd
round, too. Carson Wentz, you better tighten up.
This can go. Jalen Hurts.
That's a good pick.
Two completely different quarterbacks. As a freshman, he was the SEC Freshman of the Year at Alabama in 2016. Although they lost in that national championship game to the
Glad that he's not coming to the AFC North.
2017, he was benched at
Wentz might be done for.
national championship game, and then Tua Tagovailoa came on and led Alabama to an overtime win over Georgia.
AJ Epinesa, is that who you want, Anthony?
To the SEC title after replacing an
AJ Epinesa fell from supposed to be drafted in the top 10 to the end of the second round right now.
And was a completely different quarterback, Kurt Warner. 32 passing touchdowns, only 8 interceptions.
Someone told me, a good friend of mine that's a Bucs fan told me what I need to know about AJ Epinesa, though. He said that he was watching him at the combine, and he was like, he was going through the drill so soft. Like when it came to like slapping, you know how those guys, they like slap the things. He was like, it was like the softest slaps he had ever seen in his life. That's what he was telling me. So he was like, maybe that might be a reason why people aren't taking him.
NFL, and I say, who does he remind me of? He reminds me of a guy like Russell Wilson. May not be the most polished.
EDP gonna go crazy. EDP gonna go crazy. EDP, man. I would love to have EDP on this show, bro. That would be lit.
As he buys time out of the pocket, I'm fascinated by this pick and how they're going to use him, DJ. Do they put in a package for
Zach
him?
Bond will be a steal.
Off the field, maybe a run package for him, but it's going to be fascinating to see how they use these two guys, DJ.
EDP mad right now?
Yeah, you got a very creative play caller there.
What EDP talking about? Hold on, I'm about to look up his YouTube channel.
You just don't know if he's going to be able to hold up. So now you have an opportunity to put some packages together with Jalen Hurts, particularly when you get.
Oh, he live right now.
I think you can get him on the field.
I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit what he's talking about. He got 10,000 people in the chat. He lit right now. He just watching it. He mad. Oh, EDP mad as hell, bro. Here he come. EDP mad as hell. EDP 445. That's his YouTube. EDP losing all of his hair. I didn't know he was losing his hair. Yo, he's mad. He said you want him to die in a plane crash. Damn, EDP. EDP is hilarious.
With that athleticism, and that's like 43 career rushing touchdown. You can get him on the field right away as a rookie, even with Carson Wentz.
Just in case there's any kids watching, I didn't want to keep that going. I got kids of my own, so.
I understand all the intangibles and everything that everyone is saying.
But if you get a chance, you might want to check it out.
For Harry Roseman and Doug Peterson, especially as a play caller, but this is just a weird pick for a team that's lacking offensive help at the wide receiver.
Hey, thank you, Danny.
They still could use another DB or two.
Yeah, there is a corner named AJ Green. That's crazy, right?
Developmental project, put it behind Carson Wentz. Interesting pick here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, look, they did get Jalen Reagor, the wide receiver out of TCU in the first round. And it's just me. I'm looking at this, and I see some Taysom Hill type plays for what we can do here because he is strong. We're talking about a guy who was not only the Heisman Trophy runner-up in 2019, but he was a high school power lifter. He maxed out at Oklahoma's Power Day at 585 pounds in squats. So when you're looking, Lewis, real quickly, when you're looking at this in the ways that he can be used, I think with a creative play caller, you could find really dynamic plays out of him this season.
Yeah, you absolutely could. Just think about what New Orleans does with Taysom Hill. I mean, you can do some of the same types of things. You can bring him in and have him be a dual run pass threat and just take Carson Wentz off the field or leave Carson Wentz on the field. I'm sure Doug has thought about all that. I'm sure this is something that's been well thought out. And again, I think this is definitely a win for the player in particular. You can argue with whether or not this is the best move for the team, but for the player, it's a slam dunk for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I totally agree. We just saw that shot of Doug Peterson there. He was almost giddy. He was giggling. How happy he was that Jalen Hurts is there. Meanwhile, Buffalo, welcome to your participation in the 2020 draft. You gave up that first-round pick to get wide receiver Stephon Diggs out of Minnesota. And now you have your first pick in the draft. Let's go back to Commissioner Goodell. Come on, Bills fans, let's go.
With the 54th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills.
AJ Epinesa. Damn, that's a great pick for them. So Epinesa's off the board, boys.
Goes to what is already going to be a very, very good defense. And this was a kid who was one of the first five-star recruits to go to Iowa for a while. And
that's a good one for them.
He's from Glen Carvin, Illinois. As I said, the first five-star recruit there since 2005. But this
my bad, KG.
Athletic family we're talking about. His father,
Damn.
Epinesa. Well, actually, his real name was Epinesa.
I know one thing: the Ravens better not get Josh Jones. I know that.
Played softball and volleyball at Iowa Wesleyan.
Hey, it's all good. AJ Epinesa, from what I heard, was kind of soft, so it's all good. Zach Bond still on the board. They need a wide receiver, don't they? Ravens need a wide receiver. They might take Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims might be a Raven. Denzel Mims might end up being a Raven, bro. I just thought about that. They need a wide receiver. That'll make it even spicier. I'd love to see him go to Baltimore. No, they picking J.K. Dobbins. Oh, they picking Dobbins, bro. Oh, the Ravens are picking Dobbins. What? Is this true? Hold on. You never know on Twitter. You got to double check. Hold on. Patrick Queen is wearing number 48. Yeah, there is Josh Uche. Josh Uche is over there too. I think they might be. I'm trying to fact check this and see if it's legit or not. I saw somebody say Dobbins. It's not somebody super reputable though. I'm looking for somebody from the actual Ravens thing to tweet that. Like somebody official. I'm hearing people say J.K. Dobbins. I don't know. Is it true? Is it J.K. Dobbins? That's good for us if it is. If it is, it is. I'm loving that. EDP just killed his stream. He probably got to do a review. It's Dobbins. Interesting. I thought that they would have taken Denzel Mims. He ended his stream. That's crazy.
When we first opened our doors,
it's an Ohio State fan. They can have Dobbins though. I don't really. Yeah. I mean, he's not Joe Mixon, so. See, that's where some of my Ohio State allegiances like kind of end. Like, yeah, I'm an Ohio State fan, but nah, I'm good on that. Bro, Zach Bond and Josh Jones are still available right now. Christian Fulton is still available right now. So let me see. That's Dobbins. This is gonna be interesting, man. I really don't want this to end. Like, do y'all think that if this is going to be the third round, do you think that the Bengals should try to trade back into the third round again? Like, what if they were able to get Zach Bond and Josh Jones? Like, I would trade that fourth rounder. I would trade the fourth and fifth rounder to go back and do that. I wouldn't care. Like, I would trade both of those, like possibly both of those to get back up into the third round and take both of those guys. What do y'all think, though? I would do it. I would be like, let me get Josh Jones and Zach Bond, and I'm done until, round 5 or 6. Like, I don't care. I would do that. Yeah, trade Dalton. I would definitely trade Dalton for that pick. I would do it, bro. I would do it and just deal with the consequences later.
I'm saying? Y'all situation. My sophomore year, you know, I got arrested. Everything can change, man. So what you supposed to do? You got to show somebody that you really care.
Dobbins is not a good pick. They don't even need that.
I believe the company should focus on what they do best. At Tecovas, that's handcrafted.
That wasn't a smart pick if that was a pick for them. That wasn't smart.
With NetSuite by Oracle, you get a full picture of your business: finance, inventory, HR, customers, and more. It's everything you need, all in one place. NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business.
Can't wait to get to work, man. I'm glad I'm a Bengal and ready to go win some championship with you guys, man.
T. Higgins. He said, "Who they?" Hold on, Zim just sent me this video.
AJ Green, you know, he's a tall guy. You know, that was actually my favorite receiver coming out.
Model your game after.
Oh yeah, definitely. AJ Green, you know, he's a tall guy. You know, that was actually my favorite receiver coming out. You know, of high school. You know, because just seeing how he work against those, you know, against DBs and how he attacks the ball in the air is just.
What you mean, life changer?
Model your game after.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What you mean, bro? I think the Ravens tripping. Moody has an injury. That's why he's kind of falling right now. Yeah, I agree with the T. Higgins pick.
We're trying to figure out what happens. We understand these things can get a little messy at times. Meanwhile, the next pick is in for the Baltimore Ravens. Let's find out what the Ravens are going to do. Went very defensive heavy in free agency.
We inside. It's like 9 picks left.
With the 55th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select J.K. Dobbins, running back, Ohio State. Well, we'll wait a few seconds to see if this gets the official.
Oh, you must be saying he must have been saying I was tripping because of Dobbins. He cool. He cool. He's just not Joe Mixon to me.
In a single season, and the only Ohio State running back with more rushing yards than J.K. Dobbins in the annals of Buckeye history, Mel, is Archie Griffin. This one better get your Mel Kiper seal of approval.
People think, well, why not wide receiver, defensive?
He cool. I might be wrong, bro. I'm not, like I said, I'm not super diehard Ohio State. Y'all might be right. Let me see. Oh yeah, he is kind of cold. What is he, like a Ray Rice kind of guy?
This is a kid who against the best defenses, against 6 defenses who were ranked in the top 13 against the run at the time of the game.
Yeah, he cool. He cool. I just feel like for the Ravens, they didn't need a running back like that. Like they're the #1 running team in the league. But we're going to have to be ready for that. DJ, you're going to have to be ready for that.
DJ, as a pure running back, he was fun to watch.
No doubt, Mel, and he just runs low.
Yeah, he reminds me of Ray Rice.
Strong. He's got tremendous balance. Everybody points to those 2 drops in the Clemson game, but actually, when you watch him throughout the year, I was okay with his hands. I think he'll be able to be more involved in the passing game. This Ravens team with Mark Ingram as a 30-year-old running back, they want to run the football. They do it.
Josh Jones, #3, best available. How did he move? He moved up over Ezra Cleveland.
This is a guy who was absolutely a workhorse.
Yeah, we do.
He will be a workhorse for Baltimore as well. But Ryan Day would run this young man over and over and over again on those inside and outside zones, and he wouldn't quit. There were some times where you would think they can't give him the ball again, and they would give it to him.
Hey, one thing I will say is it's dope to see these coaches and these GMs like vibing with their families during this time. This is dope because like usually during this time they're probably away from their families. They can't see them. So this is pretty dope to see them being able to interact and get excited with their families and kind of be able to show that side of their lives.
Well, what you're talking about, what they're committed to, they set the record for the most rushing yards in a single season in NFL history.
Who are the Dolphins picking? Y'all know who the Dolphins are picking yet?
He's going to the right team because they are going to pound the rock in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson as their center. That's what John Harbaugh wants to do with that unique talent, the reigning NFL MVP at quarterback under center. So it is J.K. Dobbins going to Eric DeCosta, the general manager for the Ravens, and John Harbaugh, the head coach. That means the very, very active in this draft Miami Dolphins are back on the board. They went Robert Hunt, another offensive lineman, with the first of their picks in the second round. Where will Brian Flores and Chris Green
with the 56th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft?
Raekwon Davis.
Miami Dolphins select Raekwon Davis.
That was a reach. Oh, no, it wasn't. The other Davis brothers, the two twins, that's a reach. This is actually a good pick. He's supposed to go around this area. I was thinking of Khalil Davis and those other dudes. Bengals.
Some level of quickness, but I just love the power that he plays with, understanding good leverage. Nick Saban is a very, very good coach of defense, and he will be very technically sound and fundamentally adept and ready to play, Mel.
That's the thing, Booger.
Someone said that this is the best draft start maybe in history for the Bengals. That's facts. Man, don't scare me about the Rams, man. Don't scare me about the Rams, bro. You got me looking on Twitter now.
He had 8.5 sacks and 10 tackles for loss. In his final two seasons, just 2 sacks and 8.5 tackles for losses. We'll see what happens. The draft after this.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm definitely sleep on Dobbins because people are saying Dobbins is that hurt seeing him go to the Ravens. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather him go to the Ravens than the Steelers, though.
That's why at Moy, we trust NetSuite for all our numbers, while we bring you the most delicious meat you ever did taste.
With NetSuite by Oracle, you get a full picture of your business. Finance, inventory, HR, customers, and more.
Good. Okay, Dominique.
All in one place.
Good.
NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business system. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com.
Ahead of the next pick, any idea what's up with Tobin's Bizarre Indoor Grill? I have no idea. Yeah, Baltimore does have 2 picks. They probably gonna get that receiver.
We need it to be helpful
Respectful.
and compassionate.
To treat people like guests. It's what we all signed up for. And now when people need this most, we will do what we've always done.
Take care of people first.
The rest will follow.
Path to the draft. Get our experts' take on every key pick from draft weekend.
He's the best in this year's draft, and I expect him to start day one. He has all the things that you look for in the National Football League.
Path to the draft. Monday at 8, only on NFL Network. Welcome to the NFL Draft. The Heisman winner of the championship.
Moody at 65.
He's an instant playmaker. The legend of Tua has begun.
Bro, they can't break our hearts like this. Van Jefferson to the Rams. Good. These running backs is coming and hitting right at the right time.
Blood and platelet donations and asks healthy donors to schedule
They're hitting right at the right time.
Coronavirus outbreak. Patients are counting on life-saving transfusions. Visit redcrossblood.org.
It's one of the best things about the National.
That's the Rams pick. Okay.
We know the league better than anyone. Reporting from every city.
Yep, Van Jefferson is a good player. I like Van Jefferson. I think this is kind of early for him a little bit, but maybe within this range, maybe that's where they could have gotten him because he probably was going to go in the 4th round. But with the Van Jefferson just got picked over Denzel Mims? I don't know about that one, bro.
First off, I'd like to say how grateful I am to everyone who reached out to me to express their concern when they heard the news. It means a lot to me. But at the same time, I was very blessed to have only experienced mild symptoms throughout my diagnosis. I just want to remind everybody we're all in this together, and I just encourage everyone to be there for each other. Be there for your friends, for your family, your neighbors. Just help any way you can. And finally, I just want to thank all the essential businesses that have made these tough times a little bit easier for all of us going through it, especially the doctors and the nurses who are risking their lives. So thank you.
Rams center Brian Elm, the first active player in the NFL that we know of that was diagnosed with COVID-19. Meanwhile, we are looking at the situation here for the Los Angeles.
My man John Sheeran, follow him, John 2_ Sheeran. He said that Mims or Jones, quote unquote, sliding doesn't validate the Bengals passing on them, but I think it helps explain why they were intrigued and trading down. John is that guy, man. Deputy editor over at Cincy Jungle. I'm a big fan of his. If you haven't checked out the Cincy Jungle podcast show, we did that, the pre-draft show. We're definitely going to probably be doing a recap too, so be on the lookout for that.
So contrasting styles. I'm interested to see if there's a team that has fallen in love with either one of these guys. Not a lot of dire need at the quarterback position around the league. New England, Jacksonville, a couple young quarterback rooms, but do they go and add another young guy to it, or do they go and get one of those veteran guys like a Jameis Winston, Cam Newton?
I'm going to check real quick just to make sure I got all of these details handled.
I'm also fascinated to see sort of the same grass pattern behind Sean McVay and his patio that we saw with Cliff Kingsbury in Arizona. They have had the same landscape.
Also, if you're looking for a T. Higgins jersey, check the link in the description. We got you. We got you handled. I'm definitely going to order mine. Going to be getting that pretty soon here.
Let's go. With the 57th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Van Jefferson, wide receiver, Florida. Well, it certainly seems like we have a ton.
Let's get it.
This year with NFL lineage.
I'm not sure what number T. Higgins is going to wear, but one thing that's dope, yeah, no doubt, man. We all can hang out together, man, get through this tough time. But I don't know which jersey number he's gonna wear, but they already have the jersey available. They got it. They're putting 0 on it, but they're probably gonna get his actual number and then go ahead and get them hot off of the presses. So I'll be getting a T. Higgins jersey. I'll be getting a Joe Burrow jersey. So it's gonna be lit. It's definitely gonna be lit.
Seasons.
Let me see.
And now Van's going to try and do that. And here you see Sean catching passes and feeding, among others.
Yeah, the Vikings could pick him. The Vikings still need to get a corner though, right? Maybe this is where Christian Fulton comes off of the board. Maybe this is him. Come on, Zimmer. Don't do us like that.
He's creative in his release off the line of scrimmage. He's polished at the top of his rush, or at the top of the route, and he's got incredibly strong hands. Also, was a gunner on punt. He's very tough.
Damn, everybody's saying they hope that all the Vikings fans hope that they get Josh Jones. Who did they get? Oh, they got Gladney? Damn. Somebody said that they hope that they grab Christian Fulton. Said that they made their pick, no trade back.
Well, listen, with Van Jefferson off the board, he's now the 12th wide receiver taken in this year's draft, tying with 2014 for the most wide receivers in the first 2 rounds in common draft history.
Who were they taking?
So that means if Mike Zimmer, the Vikes head coach, or Rick Spielman,
a lot of their fans are expecting them to go offensive line. That's not good. Ezra? Oh, good. Woo. It took Ezra. That's scary though, because that might remind people to pick Josh Jones. We might have to move up, man. Ezra Cleveland.
Boise State. Well, pretty much the opposite of the wide receiver. It is an offensive lineman, and it is Ezra Cleveland.
Whoo, that's bad though, because that's gonna remind people that Josh Jones is still out there. Come on, man.
Last 3 seasons for the Broncos. And by the way, why is this important? Well, the last 5 multi-year starters.
Ooh, boy. It's getting tight.
He was a big kid. How big?
I think we all would want Josh Jones, right?
And he weighed 11 pounds at birth. They said if he'd gone to term, he would have been a 15-pound baby. He's a big baby, and now the Vikings are hoping he's a big player, Lewis, for them.
Yeah, look, he is. He's 6'6", 311 pounds, ran 4.93 in the 40. Now, you would like for him to play that way, the way he tests. He doesn't always play that way, but look, he's young and he's developing there on the left side. He's a guy who's got good technique. When he keeps his pads down, you see right here what can happen. He can take defensive ends who line up in a 6 technique over him or in a 5 technique over him and just put him on the ground. He's a guy.
Oh, I forgot Zach Bond is still out there too. Man, the Ravens. Take Denzel Mims, Ravens. Please take Denzel Mims. Please take Denzel Mims. Willie Gay Jr. All day, every day, and especially on Sunday. That's right, Jamie. That's right.
People told me his stock was rising as the draft approached.
Well, he is off the board now in Minnesota. An uncle of his said that Ezra Gluck would be 6'4" and 250 pounds. Let's just say he undershot that because he ended up at 6'6", 311 pounds.
Ezra to Minnesota is cool. I think Ezra was okay, but I definitely would have rather have had Josh Jones instead of him. I don't know though, but the NFL may be feeling like they don't feel the same about Josh Jones.
When you're fighting to save America's family farms, every decision counts. That's why at Moy, we trust NetSuite for all our numbers, while we bring you the most delicious meat you ever.
Market drying up for Trent Williams. What if they took? What if, man? It's hard to say, man. I'm nervous though, y'all.
Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/farm.
Definitely nervous.
We could never do what they do, but what we can do is be a partner.
So Zach Taylor said that on picking T. Higgins, this in no way affects AJ Green. This is just adding another weapon to the group. So I would love to see AJ Green retire as a Bengal, man. Would love to see that happen. Bro, we got T. Higgins. Jason Peters, I don't know. I know Jason Peters he's up there. He's up there in age.
Which is why if you need a vehicle, we're offering special financing options. Just choose the model that best suits you by shopping online. And for the safety of our customers, we're now providing service with at-home.
It's funny because I was wearing a TO jersey and we ended up picking a receiver. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. I don't know if John Ross is an odd man out. I think that they could find a way for all of these guys to play. I don't think that there's going to be heavy snaps, but I think that they'll find a way to get these guys at least on the field. Like, I think we'll see something similar to 2015 when there were a lot of guys like eating, but it was hard to keep all the mouths full. And like one guy ended up out of the mix, Mohamed Sanu, that year. I think that's what you'll see. The Jets got Denzel Mims. Okay. That means that that might push the Ravens to go and get a wide receiver. That might push the Ravens. Yup. Denzel Mims to the Jets. All right, let me go ahead and take Denzel off this board. I might have to be out after this pick, but I'll stay with y'all for a little bit. But I gotta go check on the wife and everything, so I might have to cut it short after we pick. But we'll see.
What's up, everybody? Tony Gonzalez here. What's good, everybody? Derwin James here. Stay home.
But I'll be back for tomorrow's picks. Yes. The Bengals have a great stable of receivers. Not yet, Fatal. It's coming up in like 6 picks.
You see a group there. Denzel Mims
Devin Duvernay, yeah. Baltimore better go receiver because it's thin.
Mr. Versatility, running back, wide receiver, kick returner, Antonio Gibson from Memphis, and of course Brian Edwards, South Carolina wide receiver.
Okay, my bad, John Doe. My bad, bro. I thought people were already putting them in the chat. I got you. We're on pick 59. It's already been made, and people have put it in the chat, but I'll let it go.
That Kentucky season, pretty remarkable what Lynn Bowden Jr. accomplished.
He's actually fascinating, and where you could play him and the things you could do, because he went back to quarterback to Kentucky, what he did in high school. He put up incredible numbers this year for Kentucky. Meanwhile, there's Adam Gase, the Jets head coach, and Joe Doug. Hey, say hi. We're all good. We're happy to have you. This is part of the draft in 2020. We're excited to see families working together. And then there's Joe Douglas, hard at work with 5 screens on him. Where will the Jets go? They got their big offensive tackle, Mackay, back then, and by big, I do mean big, 6'7", 365 pounds in the first round. So what are they going to do here with pick number 59 overall in the second round, the 27th pick in the draft? Let's find out together as Roger Goodell is ready to make the announcement on what the Jets, Adam Gase, and Joe Douglas are going to do. Come on, Jet fans, I'm in a hurry. Jet Blues, let's go. Come on, let's go. With the New York Jets pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Jets select Denzel Mims, wide receiver, Baylor. The Baylor Bear is finally off the board. Denzel Mims is going to be the new target for Sam Darnold to throw to. Remember, they lost Robbie Anderson, their big play wide receiver, in free agency.
They have a top 5 wide receiver core.
Fast at 4.38 40, was the 3rd most among wide receivers. Set all kinds of records at Baylor. Michael Irvin, this is a guy who can make every catch imaginable.
Yes, he can, Trey. You're right. You're absolutely right. I talked to Robbie Anderson. He did not want to leave New York, but he's very happy to be in Carolina with Bridgewater. But they need to replace that speed, that production that he gave him. I know they signed my old roommate's son, Rashard Perriman, but this is...
I don't want to spoil anything, but the Patriots traded up to Baltimore's pick.
4.38 40. This kid can absolutely run. I got a chance to watch him a lot. He's right up the street from me here in Baylor. He's going to be a great pickup for the Jets.
Patriots really aren't a good drafting team. I'm not sure what their idea is here, but we'll see.
They can win at the line of scrimmage, and somebody that makes some unbelievably acrobatic catches down the field. So he's going to win on those contested 50-50 balls, as we're watching on the highlights right here. That's going to be a big benefit for Sam Darnold. You see him go big, powerful offensive lineman to protect Sam Darnold in the first round. Now they give him a big weapon on the outside. So Joe Douglas doing some work here for the New York Jets.
Mel, what do you think?
Well, look at Mims. I think you look at a guy who still is a little raw. When you come out of Baylor's offense, it may take a year to transition, but the talent that he possesses is rare. To have a kid with that kind of catch radius, that kind of arm length. You're talking about a guy who's 6'3", 210 pounds, vertical jump over 38, 4.38 speed. The production's there, the hands are there. It's basically just adjusting to an NFL system and running the kind of route speed, precise, getting that time.
You guys want to know who they're taking? I got it. I don't want to. Never mind. I'm not gonna mess it up.
We'll see what happens there. The chair that is Bill Belichick's representation and Nick Caserio, the director of player personnel, they've made a trade. They have moved up. So what will Bill Belichick and Nick Caserio get together and get done? We'll figure this out because we're still trying to figure out.
I don't want to ruin it, man. I know I don't want to piss off people in the chat.
This offseason, Tom Brady is not there anymore. He is now a member of the Tampa Bay Bucks. So
all I can say is it's not who we thinking. It's not anybody that we wanted. I'll just say that.
Figure out in just a few moments what's
at least. Well, some of y'all might have wanted them, but
we have everything squared away. Let's go find out what the Patriots are doing at pick 60. The Baltimore Ravens have traded the 60th pick to the New England Patriots. With the 60th pick,
In the 2020 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Josh Uche, linebacker, Michigan.
So Josh Uche, linebacker from Michigan, is now off the board. And if you think about it,
That's a good pick for them.
A very, very Patriot kind of pick, as everybody is happy in Miami, Florida, for Josh Uche and where he's going. Hometown of Miami. His father emigrated here from Nigeria. He didn't start a game until his senior year at Michigan. In fact, another linebacker that's draftable at Michigan, Khaleke Hudson, every once in a while would come off the field, Lewis, just to get Uche on the field, and now he's off the board first.
Titans pick is in. This one scares me too.
Typical New England Patriot pick, a guy who can play multiple positions. As a linebacker, he can play on the line of scrimmage and rush the passer. He can stack off the ball and play in a 4-3. He can stack off the ball and play a 3-4. But the thing he can really do is get after the passer because he's got tremendous first step quickness, and then he's got power. And he's got power to rush the passer, power to stand up tight ends and offensive tackles in the run game, and he has got an instinctive nose for the football. He always seems to be around the ball, never gives up. He's got tremendous speed. He's got tremendous tackling ability, strong upper body. He's just one of those guys who you just wonder, why didn't he play even more for the Michigan Wolverines? He should have never come off the field because he's that multi-positional player that Bill Belichick is going to find a way to turn into a superstar.
Oh, they already drafted a lineman? Okay.
Team high 8.5 sacks and 11.5 sacks for loss. Josh Uche is good. Remember, they lost a lot of defensive players in free agency. Nick Casario getting the kind of player that the
I think I've seen who it is that they picked, but we'll let it come in.
Still made a catch.
That actually might have been somebody on the Bengals board. Because according to Prime, he was on there.
I believe the company should focus.
And as you can see right here, he's on there. So that means at the top of the board, you know who.
Because NetSuite shows me all
You know who is on the top of the board right now.
Stay focused on what we do best.
It's crazy. If this is right, that means that Prime was 3 for 3 if this happens.
All in one place. NetSuite is the world's #1 cloud business system. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/boots.
Prime will be 3 for 3 if this happens. He is officially the #1 player on the board. Based off of what the Bengals have done in the past, he would be the #1 guy there. Okay, I can call out picks now. You sure? I just want to be sure. Okay, cool. So Fulton is supposed to be gone. If we look at Prime, Fulton was #1 on the board, but he just moved out. So right now, it would be Josh Jones. We'll see, though. We'll see. We still got a couple of picks. Zim, what's up? I hope so, bro.
One of the first things
I hope so.
send our kids to a writing workshop.
I'm proud of what he's doing in the community that he loves.
Josh Jones in the 3rd round would be nuts. Zach Bond is still out there. Some other guys, Curtis Weaver, Jordan Elliott out of Missouri, Ashton Davis from California. He is projected to be 1st round or 2nd round, so we'll see. Zach Bond has a higher grade though than Josh Jones. It really depends on what their draft grade is. So we'll have to see. Which round do they see these guys going in?
Must take extra precautions. You're at higher risk if you're over 65 or if you have an underlying medical condition. Coronavirus.gov for more information.
Okay.
Get our experts' take on every key pick from draft weekend.
Man, this is crazy, bro.
He has all the things that you look for in the National Football League. Path to the draft, Monday at 8, only on NFL Network.
After this pick, I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. Probably catch the interview. Once they talk to him, then I'll probably be checking out until tomorrow. We'll do last day tomorrow. So definitely be sure to come back by. Appreciate you guys for kicking in it with me. Appreciate all the super chats and everything.
Humanity is winning. Support Meals on Wheels now by donating at
Appreciate all of the purchases through Fanatics.
And there you see
Yes,
our
sir.
message to people as they drive by our campus here in Bristol. We are all in this together.
Let's see.
Help us make a difference now. Huddle up for COVID-19 relief efforts and join players, teams, fans, and communities around the country in the NFL Draft-a-thon. If we unite behind this cause, we can provide relief for those significantly impacted by the pandemic. Every dollar.
Yeah, we'll be making our donation tomorrow
Visit
during the draft.
NFL.com/relief to donate now.
No, I'm gonna be here till the Bengals pick. I'll definitely be here
I'm a
then.
little disappointed in what I see behind Mike Vrabel, the head coach, because his setup in his house last night was a question of a lot of controversy through the first round of the draft, and we decided to dial it back a little bit here in day two. John Robinson, the executive VP and general manager there as well. Let's see where the Tennessee Titans are going. They remember the draft last
I think Green Bay needs a wide receiver too.
First pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Christian Fulton, defensive back, LSU.
Packers is crazy though.
Another member of that LSU secondary that has been so draftable over the years.
Most people are on Twitter are saying that they hope that the Packers take Brian Edwards, the wide receiver.
Slapped with a 2-year ban.
They said that they picked AJ Dillon. That's what I'm saying. I can't confirm. It looks like AJ Dillon is headed to the Packers.
It eventually was first, his appeal of that was denied, and then 8 days before the start of the season, it was reduced to just 1 year. And the Fulton family knows exactly what this country is going through with the pandemic. The family is gathering in New Orleans for the draft, but without one of Christian's.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
His grandfather, Lewis Fulton, died 2 weeks
Dillon
ago
is a running back.
because of COVID-19. Fulton said about his grandfather, he'd be really proud that we know the New Orleans area is one of the hardest hit.
It looks like the Bengals must be picking at 65. So after 2 picks, after Kansas City picks, and after Seattle picks, then it'll be the Bengals back on the clock.
Daniel Jeremiah, as you see this product,
We lit, man. We lit. We lit. Either way, we're gonna come out of this good.
Well, I think you're talking about a top 50 player. He was my 5th corner in this year's draft class, so I think there's some value here with this pick from the Tennessee Titans. He plays the game very smart. He's a fluid athlete, and he's ultra competitive. You see that competitiveness show up when the ball's up in the air. You also see it when he's a force player against the run. Now, he gave up some
We definitely sweating heavy with these 2 more picks. Bengals do not trade back from this pick, bro. I'm gonna be so mad if they move back. What if they got like Josh Jones on the board and they move back? Don't get too cute. We waiting for all of this. They might end up moving back.
I think this is a good value pick here for the Tennessee Titans.
Right, exactly, Keith.
He was the #1 rated recruit, #3 summer cornerback in the nation, according to ESPN, when he signed there as a freshman in 2016. So they get Isaiah Wilson, and now
No, Packers are taking a running back. AJ Dillon.
Christian Fulton, the quarterback out of LSU. And obviously good time for Christian Fulton and his family as they see that he's going with the team that made it all the way.
Hopefully the Chiefs don't take him though.
All right, the Green Bay Packers made a very interesting pick in the first round as Brian Gutekunst and Matt LaFleur went with the quarterback, Jordan Love. What will they do with their pick in the second round? Let's find out. Go, Pack, go. With the 62nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select A.J. Dillon, running back, Boston College. Well, I think
all right, y'all.
Packers will be okay with this pick, ladies and gentlemen, because he gets himself a skill position player, and A.J. Dillon skillfully rewrote the record book for running backs at Boston College. He left the program there with career rushing records for yards, rushing yards, all-purpose yards, rushing touchdowns, and total touchdowns. And also had a pretty impressive combine. Ran a 4.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire looked like he wearing number 25.
What do we make about this kid who was so productive on Chestnut Hill?
Well, you've got a guy who is absolutely a between the tackles just hammer. That's where he lives. This is a guy who was a power counter inside zone type.
Damn, we said Kansas City's pick is already in.
At the point of attack, he's not going to really avoid you too much, but you're going to bounce off of that big.
Bryce Hall. That's what I see somebody saying is Bryce Hall. I don't know. I don't know if that's the actual pick or if that's what they're saying they want. Let's see.
He's the kind of guy who really does fit what the Packers are looking for.
Chiefs Twitter is crazy out here.
No question, Louis. Think about 250 pounds with a 41 vertical. He needs a few more reps catching the football. He had 845 carries during his career at Boston.
Yeah, they Twitter was crazy. Hold on. They're taking Jeremy Chin. They're taking Jeremy Chin. They're taking a safety.
Good body lean, effective stiff arm. I'll tell you, look at a guy like AJ Dillon. They complement.
Good for us. They're taking Jeremy Chin, safety.
AJ Dillon's going to be tough for those linebackers to try to deal with on that second level.
Yeah, he's the 2020.
Kansas City Chiefs will draft Southern Illinois safety Jeremy Chin at number 63.
He has the speed. When he gets in the open, he can take it to the house. More than anything, he's going to be a complimentary back. When you look at Green Bay, they have Aaron Jones, who's a slasher. He's a guy that can get outside. But if they want to pound it down,
Yup, we can either get Bond or Josh Jones. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Tom Gatewood, who was an All-American wide receiver at Notre Dame. He also became the first black captain in Notre Dame history.
Yeah, AJ Dillon was kind of a reach.
Hall of Fame. He was a fifth-round pick of the Giants in 1972. And then one day Dillon started digging.
Hey, appreciate that, Jazzy.
His grandfather in action.
Man, I think we got to take Josh Jones, man. We got to take Josh Jones. I feel like at this point, you can't pass on him. It's crazy that he's still here right now. Like, I don't know if he's on something that we don't know about. Like, did he have some off-the-field issues or something? Because this does not make sense right now. So we'll have to figure out why he fell, but I would take Josh Jones. I think it's a no-brainer, like, especially to get him now. Come on, man. Got to.
And Louis, you know this as well as anybody. When Andy Reid has
and guys, be sure to follow JazziTV. That's JA3ZITV. He's on YouTube. He's got lit content. Be sure to definitely check him out. Dave Lapham has said that Josh Jones has short arms, but so does Jonah. It don't even matter. Come on, man.
They got a perfect fit for that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back in the first round.
I'm all over the place right now.
What do you think Kansas City is looking at here at the back end of round two?
So Seattle Seahawks.
They're looking at defense. I think they're looking at defensive.
Come on, Seahawks. Don't mess this up for us.
They need somebody who can run and hit. No, they need linebackers. They need playmakers at that position.
We will gladly take them.
And then they also need more corners. They need more coverage.
Seahawks have traded down from the 64th pick to the Panthers. Panthers are now on the clock. Hey, man, don't come on, man. What's Joe Burrow's offensive coordinator? Come on, don't take away his tackle now. That's not cool.
Jeremy Chin, safety, Southern Illinois.
Maybe the Panthers. Let's see what they're gonna get.
Cameron Dantzler didn't run well at the combine, but had a really good year in coverage for Mississippi State. Good football players. There are still some really good defensive players on the board as we get near the end of round two.
DJ, what are you thinking here as we see the brain trust for Kansas City?
Well, look, Trey, when you listen to Louis talk about getting
Panthers are coming up with the Seahawks.
They've got to be able to play against the pass on the defensive side of the ball.
I'm still trying to see who the Panthers are going to take.
Logan Wilson from Wyoming, who, for my money, is one of the best covered linebackers in this draft class. I think this is about the range where he comes off the board and fill a need.
All right, let's find out what Kansas City is going to do. They went running back in round one. Let's see what the Super Bowl champs do here.
Champs, come on, you Super Bowl champs.
Oh, they have two good tackles. Oh, wow, they're taking Willie Gay. Zim is going to be pissed.
In the 2020 NFL draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Willie Gay.
Willie Gay goes to the Chiefs.
Mississippi State.
Damn. There goes Willie Gay.
Willie Gay
That's messed
had
up.
some off-field issues. He was suspended 8 games by the NCAA for.
Damn, that's Zim's boy right there. They got our boy, bro. They took our boy from us. One of the best coverage linebackers in the draft. Damn.
There are some things that come along with a player like Willie Gay here, but Mel Kiper, just as what he can be on the field, if all of that is not a problem, what are the Chiefs getting?
I thought they said Jeremy Chin. I guess not. I guess it was Willie Gay.
Second round pick is because of the physical and athletic talent. 6'1" and change, 240 plus.
All right.
Can run to the football. He had some games that really got your attention.
Bro, the gamble that the Bengals played paid off.
Tackles had 5 sacks and 2 interceptions. This past year, obviously very limited in terms of production. But he's the kind of guy with his speed to the football, DJ, the kind of talent. If he can stay focused on the job at hand.
I know, Zim. I know, bro. I know that was your boy. That was messed up. That was messed up.
And Mel, I talked to 7 or 8 teams about
man.
Is he on your board or is he off your board? Every single team said he's absolutely on our board. We've done our homework. We've met with the kid. The academic issues, they got the right answers there. He owned up to his mistakes there. I was told that the incident with the teammate was a little bit overblown. I got good background reports when I talked to the folks at Mississippi State. So
Kansas City don't care about them. Don't care about them off the field issues. They'll take you.
Well, DJ, he helped himself at the combine.
They just care if you can ball for real.
Ran the 40 and 4.46. That was second only to Isaiah Simmons. And if Simmons is the only guy to beat you, it's pretty good. Meanwhile,
they claim that the Panthers are selecting Jeremy Chin. Don Kleiman is saying that, but I don't know how legit he is. He's got a check on Twitter. I don't know though.
that's actually Eric Stone from Modern Family. And we appreciate the efforts.
Okay, I was seeing somebody else confirming that the Panthers are taking Jeremy Chin. So the Bengals are going to have. Do y'all want me now? I know you guys have had me putting picks out there. Do you want me to let you know who the Bengals pick? Let me know that.
We stay focused on what we do best. With NetSuite by Oracle, you get a full picture of your business, finance, inventory.
If you guys want me to say what the Bengals pick is, I will say it before it shows up on here.
#1 cloud business system. Schedule your free product.
All right, I'm gonna jump on my Bengals Twitter just to see. Some people are saying no, so I'm not gonna say it. I got a couple of no's in there.
We could never do what they do, but what we can do.
Yeah, a lot of no's. Okay, yeah, I ain't gonna say it.
Reliable network in America, built for interoperability and puts first responders first, giving their calls priority 24/7. We do what we do best, so they can too.
Ooh, boy. Are we back on the clock yet? Are we back on the clock yet?
About the National Football League.
Free agency frenzy is finally here.
We know the league better than anyone. Reporting from every city, on every team, every weeknight. NFL Total Access. Weeknights only on NFL Network.
All right, you said don't look it up. Let's all react in real time. All right. We'll all react in real time.
This draft, join the NFL and help make a difference at NFL.
Whew. Man, y'all.
The American Red Cross urgently needs blood and platelet donations and asks healthy donors to schedule an appointment to give during this coronavirus outbreak. Patients are counting on life-saving transfusions. Visit redcrossblood.org.
Path to the draft. Get our experts' take on every key pick from draft weekend.
He's the best in this year's draft, and I expect him to start day 1. He has all the things that you look for in the National Football League.
Path to the draft. Monday at 8, only on NFL Network.
What's up, everybody? Tony Gonzalez here. What's good, everybody? Derwin James here. Stay home, stay strong.
Stay inside, stay strong.
We're going to be all right. I promise you that.
glad you're with us for day 2 of the draft, and you want to make sure you tune in for night 2 of The Last Dance, episodes 3 and 4 about the Bulls dynasty of the 90s. And again, I have all these wonderful tidbits I can tell you that would entice you to watch.
Snaps.
Online. Highlighted by Dennis Rodman. Pretty much all you need to know. Sunday, 9 o'clock, the swearing version. ESPN2, the non-swearing version. I mean, you're going to go all on the Bulls if you want to go all in. Meanwhile, Carolina Panthers, Marty Hurney's chair is being represented there in that picture. But there's Matt Rule, who's gone heavy on the defensive side of the ball for the first couple of picks, getting Derek Brown in round 1 and Yuta Gross-Matos out of Penn State in the second round. Remember, they gave up 29.4 points per game last year, the worst in franchise history. The Rule restoration has begun, trying to transform that defense. And then, of course, they signed Christian McCaffrey to that long-term deal and brought in Teddy Bridgewater. Let's see where they go here.
The Seattle Seahawks have traded the 64th pick to the Carolina Panthers. With the 64th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Jeremy Chin, defensive back, Southern Illinois.
Saluki, stand up. Carbondale, Illinois is on the board as Jeremy Chin is the highest Southern Illinois football player drafted since Terry Taylor won in the 3rd round of the Seahawks in 1984. Mel, this was one of your gems in this draft.
Really like him, Trey. 7 career receptions in high school, 13 career receptions in Southern Illinois. I saw him against Western Illinois, November 16th. He had 15 tackles in that game, 1.5 tackles for loss. 9 of those 15 tackles were solos, and he sealed the win when he recovered an onside kick into that game. He's really a guy who can really make plays in the passing game with those interceptions and those ball skills. Great range. He's 6'3", 221 pounds. He had 243 career tackles, 13 interceptions, 31 passes defensed, and 6 forced fumbles. He played a little cornerback as well, so you know they love that versatility and the fact that he takes those good angles as a tackler. Ball skills are outstanding. You're talking about a team that has a history and a tradition. Carolina, you talk about having those kind of guys with that kind of versatility.
Pick went in fast.
It wouldn't shock me if they tried in the corner. He settles in at safety fine. He's a heck of a player from the 1AA level.
Yeah, real quickly, he was in the 3rd round. Terry Taylor was actually a 1st-round pick of the Seahawks in 1984. But Jeremy Chin became so enamored with tackle football, he almost didn't even want to play flag football. He was one of those late bloomers, kind of like Kyle Duggar. He was a guy that took a long time to get that growth spurt in high school, and now it has paid off, and Jeremy Chin is going with
I saw it.
Round 3 is now underway. Let's go back to the commissioner.
I saw it.
With the 65th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Logan Wilson.
Logan Wilson. 4th rounder.
Logan Wilson and family.
Hold on, let me see.
No longer than the 1st round.
I don't know about that one. He's a good player. 4th round projected. 4.73 on prime. That is higher than Josh Jones. He all right. But I mean, he was pretty high. 4th round though. He's good though. He is good. I just don't know about that, bro. I don't know if I would have picked him over Josh Jones though.
Once he got to the collegiate level there at Wyoming,
he's a good player though. He was the number one or close to number 1 guy on prime for the linebackers. So, and that was overall. So, we'll see. He good though.
See it sorted, and then he goes. There's no hesitation to his game whatsoever. And when you're in a division with Lamar Jackson,
Logan Wilson.
be able to play sideline to sideline and make plays.
I just feel like that's a reach a little bit.
All right, there you see what they've done. They went Burrow and
But it's not bad. He's a good player. I just feel like I would have really wanted him in the 4th round. If everybody's passing on Jones, though, that's crazy. Zach Bond, too.
With the 66th pick in the
So,
2020 NFL Draft,
my thoughts on it, it's not a bad pick. Josh Jones must have dirt on Duke Tobin. It's not a bad pick. Definitely. Day one starter is hard to say. I'll probably say he will be a day one starter in the nickel package. He's a very solid linebacker. He does everything right. I think once you watch film on him, you'll start to see that he is a pretty good player. He's better than what we kind of had. So now you got Logan Wilson. Now you've also got Jermaine Pratt. I mean, I think that the linebacker position is now solidified. You probably didn't want to wait that long to do it. It's interesting that he went before Akeem Davis Gaither, though. That was kind of shocking. Not surprising to me, though, because he was, like I said, the number one prime linebacker for them overall, because Marcus Bailey was the number one guy, but he suffered an injury. So really, in that sense, I kind of take him as the number one guy, but I just didn't expect him to go that early. Hold on, let's see. Looks like Zach Taylor's going live. So let's hear Zach Taylor explain the pick. Yeah, he might not have been there later. That's true.
What was the thought process behind the Logan Wilson pick?
Yeah, he's a guy we had highly rated.
See,
our defense staff has certainly been holding their breath all day because we got to know this kid at the Senior Bowl. He really impressed us, playing on the other team there, but certainly stood out, impressed us. We got to know him, followed him over the next 4 months, and really just felt like he was a great fit, again, for all the things that we've been talking about in this building. But he's a 3-down player. He's physical.
See, when I sort it, he's up there.
Mentality. We're just excited to add him to that side of the ball.
Did you not expect him to be there in the third round?
Well, you just never know. You never know how these guys are going to, these inside stack backers, these outside linebackers, how they're all going to shake out. And, certainly holding our breath there those last couple picks. But ultimately he was there at 65, so we grabbed him and very fired up about it.
Multi-year captain, I know that's something you guys look for. I mean, how much did that part of it weigh into your evaluation of him?
I think over the last 2 years, you've seen us add a lot of captains, guys that were well thought of at their school. This guy's played a lot of football now and played at a high level. His teammates, his coaches obviously think very highly of him. So we're just fired up to get him.
He's 23 years old as well. So, Zach's got some maturity to him. This kid's got some maturity to him. And I noticed, down at the Senior Bowl, he was all business. I mean, he was early to meetings and, he was down there for a reason. He was making a business trip, wasn't he?
There's no doubt about it. He's had the right mentality every step of the way. And I know that's one of the things that Al Golden loves about him, is he's gotten to know him over this process, and Lou and all those guys on the defense side of the ball. So, again, really excited about the pick.
Zach, did you think you had to come out of at least today with a linebacker, or even if it was early tomorrow, at least somebody you could plug and play maybe right away or close to it?
That was certainly, again, we wanted to find the right value. There's some great players that were there. But we felt like he certainly fit. Like I said, it was all about T. Higgins at 33. It was all about Logan Wilson right here at 65. So we certainly identified a linebacker as a position of need, someone that we needed to add at some point. If the right person wasn't there, then we were comfortable taking another position if we needed to. But fortunately, Logan was there, and we jumped all over it, and it worked out well for us.
He was a 195-pound wide receiver, defensive back type player in high school. Now he's, 245.
He's a tall guy.
Sorry, guys.
245, 250, whatever. How do you think playing those positions in high school, translated and really helped him at the linebacker position?
Yeah, I mean, he can run. He's done a lot of things. So you like the guys that have done some other things and then they move over and play their final position. He was in a passing conference, man. So this guy's had to drop back in coverage and be able to cover guys in space and then be able to go tackle in space. And there's some pretty good space players in our division right now, as you all know. So you need a linebacker like this.
Zach, we've seen some of the linebackers that have won in this draft so far kind of have that hybrid ability to play the run and the pass well. Is that becoming a necessity in today's game where you've got to be able to be multiple on what you can do in that position?
Well, you like to find a guy that can play all 3 downs for you. And sometimes as you get later in the draft, those guys aren't available. But Logan is a guy that fits that profile. We identified him as a 3-down player right from the get-go. And so expect him to be able to play multiple roles for us in that regard that you're mentioning. So, yeah, of course you want him. There's not a ton of guys that can always do that, but you're always looking for those guys that can be just as good defending the run as they do the pass. And Logan is one of those guys that we feel good about.
He's a stacked inside linebacker, but can you put him on the edge? Has he got position versatility where you can put him on the edge in a pinch?
We see him a little bit more as a stack backer, just playing inside.
Right.
Zach, you guys passed on an offensive tackle again. I think a lot of people thought that you might go that direction. What was about it? I mean, did you give that a hard look at all? I mean, is that something that you just said, you know what, even at 65, that's not a position we want?
Well, again, this guy was the top player on our board for a while now. And so as every pick ticks off and he remains there right at the top of your board, at that point, it doesn't matter so much what the other positions were that you liked, because here's an area of need that we identified. Here's a player that we've targeted from the get-go as today started. And so when he stays there on the board all the way to 65, you take him, and it was an easy conversation at that point. There was no conversation at that point. It was how quickly can I make the phone call? We knew we were taking. And so again, it's more so to do with Logan Wilson than it is the other positions.
So is he more of a mid-second round guy than a third round guy?
We certainly felt that he could have gone much higher than what he did.
Zach, how big of an advantage
is
your experience with the Senior Bowl, especially considering we haven't had a chance to look at players one-on-one much, not too many pro days? How much has that helped you, having had this experience with the Senior Bowl and picking a guy like this who you got to work with?
Yeah, it helps with a guy like Logan Wilson, because really what you walk away at the Senior Bowl with is guys you really like, no-brainer character, work ethic, intangibles, because you got a chance to spend time with them. Even though we didn't coach him, you were around them enough. You watched all their practices right after they happened. We got to interview those guys because we swapped with the Lions. So you can start to hold some players and really, hey, this is an A-list. We love this guy. He's a Bengal. We need him to be a Bengal. And then there's guys that you could eject right off. Hey, they don't have the work ethic. They've proven that to us. We can throw them out. And then there's some guys that fit in the middle that you need to do a ton more research on. But Logan was certainly one of those guys that we put in that top tier right away and said, this guy, as long as the tape from his college days fits what we've seen so far here at the Senior Bowl and from the interviews, then this is a guy that we can target and go after.
With the interviews, that's one aspect of it. But then if you don't have him in the classroom, he's on the opposite team. You don't have him in the classroom. You don't see how he maybe absorbs and all that sort of thing. Do the coaches exchange information, or is that kind of taboo at the Senior Bowl?
You like not to, because it's if there's a guy that you love and maybe the other team doesn't spend a lot of time with them, you hate to share that. So we do our best to protect that information.
So you figured that based on his football intelligence and at the meetings and conversations that you had, that you figured he was a good learner and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I guess I should go back. You do get a chance to swap with those guys on the Friday before the game. And so, again, we got to spend more time with the North team than say the Seahawks or the 49ers or the teams that weren't there, And so we got a chance to spend a lot of time with them as a coaching staff. And he's one of the guys we walked away from saying, let's make sure the tape matches what we feel this week, but he's a guy that can really help us.
Right.
When you guys do that swap, obviously you yourself can't sit in on all of the interviews. Was Logan one that you were involved with?
You know what? No, because it was, as a matter of fact, it was tricky with the timing. So our coaches kind of had to catch him right as the time was concluding. So I didn't get to spend with him time there. He couldn't get with everybody, but those guys walked away. That was a very meaningful interview to them. And, we all sat down the Monday after the game and took notes on every single player so that we didn't forget it. And he was one of the guys that really stuck out that we had high regard for.
I didn't see pretty thin at that position.
Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
You're still pretty thin at that position. Do you still view linebacker as a position of need going into?
Yeah, it's an option for us. We're looking for value. We've signed Josh Bynes in free agency, so we feel like we've added players there that are going to help us and takes the stress off of that need to an extent. And so we're now, in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. If the right players are at a position that we got value for, we feel comfortable taking them.
Coach, how do you see him fitting in from a leadership standpoint, and what do you think he adds to you there? And the other question, if I can follow up, is he's really, I mean, for 3-down players at backer, he's it. It seems like
that's how we wrote him up, you know. And you know, when you're a captain, you've played that many football games. I can't say that I've got to know him too well, and so you got to go off of what the coaches have told us there at Wyoming and what our own coaches have learned of him through their conversations. But when a guy's a captain as many times as he is and has played as many football games as he has at a high level, you got a pretty good sense that you're adding the right type of leader to your building.
Would you say that he's your only 3-down backer right now?
I wouldn't go that far. You know, we'll get a chance to watch these guys compete and see how it shakes out for us.
Based on this pick, is it worthwhile coaching in the Senior Bowl just to uncover a guy like this and get extra time with him?
If you got a guy that you're willing to stand on the table for, and it all started there in January,
right.
Absolutely. That process was worthwhile. And again, we got how many? 4 more rounds to go?
Right.
Math, terrible. So we'll just see how it all shakes out.
Zach, do you think y'all are done for the day?
Like anything I say is about to be twisted right now. So we'll sit back and enjoy and see what happens.
I mean, do you want to move back up? I mean, is that? I mean, how aggressive is that?
I don't think we ever want to take any of our options off the table. And so again, we got the first pick of the 4th round. We'll spend time talking through it. But again, we'll sit around and see what happens.
Coach, the way it unfolded for you after the bottom of the first round, the fact that you could come out of the thing with that highly rated receiver and linebacker, could you have envisioned that last night when you went to bed?
Best case scenario. Truthfully, I think this was the best case scenario. As we came into today, if you said that we were going to go get a receiver and a linebacker that we had at the top of our board, we're going to get both of them, I would have thought you were crazy. I would have thought you probably had to trade back and then trade up. And for it the way that it happened for us today, just standing firm at 33 and 65, it's surprising that it worked out for us, but nonetheless, we're thrilled.
Was there any nervousness when like Gay gets selected just like a couple of picks before? I mean, for them to go there, and I mean, at that point in time, was everybody thinking, well, because I mean, Gay, you know, he can line up inside. He did line up inside snaps to Mississippi State, but I mean, obviously, you felt strongly about him. You felt strongly about where you had him evaluated and ranked. But were there any qualms when some of these linebackers started to get selected?
Well, Seattle was right in front of us, and they've already taken a linebacker, you know, so they got a pretty good crew there. So we were very hopeful that they were going to stand firm and not take a linebacker when they traded to Carolina. It was very iffy for us. Kansas City, we thought that there was a chance they'd take a linebacker. We didn't know who it would be.
Right.
Again, we were waiting for Logan, and so to see another one come off the board was exciting for us. Again, it's you guys should sit in my little room with me, you know, and feel the excitement as the 5 minutes are counting down, and you're waiting to see who's going to pick. It's just me and Wilson hanging out here, so I don't get to enjoy it with anybody else. But it's some pretty tense moments there.
Zach, you said that these guys are on the top of your board. Is that in the slot that you anticipated, or was Higgins your number 1 wide receiver and Logan your number 1 linebacker, regardless of draft slot?
Yeah, I don't want to go too in detail with the actual draft slots we had him in, but again, we felt like T. Higgins was a first-round pick, and so for him to be at 33 was really exciting for us, and we think he's going to fit what we do really well. Logan Wilson, again, we walked out. If you walked into the first day of the draft and said, hey, somehow, some way, we're going to end up with Logan Wilson on our team, you don't really care where you take him because you're playing on that guy coming in, playing a big role for you. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what round you got him in. We're just thrilled that we were able to add Joe, T, and Logan. I mean, it's to us, this is as good as it could have gone up to this point.
Zach, did you talk about Logan in the second?
Good about where.
Sorry, James, I'm listening to you.
Sorry. You said that you felt really good last round about how much talent was still on the board. Is that still the feeling right now? Is that there could be some high picks, highly rated picks in that 4th round tomorrow?
Yeah, there's no question. You know, there's going to be some guys that we have higher than 4th round grades on. I'm certain of it, the way it's shaking out right now. So I'm sure I've already missed. I can't wait to get caught up here when this thing ends. That's usually my favorite part, is to run through real quick and see what 5 picks I missed. But I'm sure that there's going to be some really good value for us there at the top of the 4th round. And excited to see who's available.
With Logan not playing linebacker until he even got to college, how far back do you go in watching his film to kind of see development, or do you just look at senior year and see what he is now?
Yeah, there's plenty to watch from this year and last year. I can't speak for our defense coaches how far back they went. Again, we got a lot of prospects that we watch and didn't get that specific with the conversations. But these guys have certainly done a thorough evaluation of watching every single piece of tape they can get their hands on. And this is a position that Al Golden, Mark Duffner, those guys did a ton of work on every linebacker in this draft. Our scouting department, Duke, and all those guys. I mean, this was a great job by everyone in the building to rank these linebackers and identify them. And again, we think that we got one that we're really excited about.
Was there more emphasis of adding to your defense when you see like a team like Baltimore drafting another running back?
No, we don't let that affect us right now. Certainly you got to be thinking throughout this process of what it takes to win in this division. There's no question about that. That does factor into a lot of things, but we certainly do not react to what's happening over this 3-day period with those other teams.
Was Logan in consideration at 33, Coach? I mean, was when you were thinking, okay, T at receiver, Logan, if there's a linebacker, Logan's our guy. I mean, was he and other guys maybe in the mix? May have been 4 or 5 guys you were contemplating on your board at that time. Was he in the mix at that time?
Like I said, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day where they got picked. If we had taken him at 33, we would have all been very happy about it. And so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it was second, third, or fourth round. They all got to come in and prove themselves. But again, we identified a guy that we think can come in and compete for us and do a great job.
Zach, this is kind of a broad question, but how much better do you feel about this team on and off the field, and just about you personally going through the draft process as a head coach again a year later? And how much better do you just feel? Is it night and day from a year ago?
I think that's fair to say. You just you do your best to research the players and watch all the tape of your current roster. But until you get your hands on them, you spend a whole year with them, you go through adversity with them. It's impossible to have the same sense then that you do now of what you need, what guys do best, how to utilize them, and what pieces of the puzzle we need to add. And so, again, the people that have been in the building previously that stayed here have done a great job of communicating all that to us. But at some point, it's just a matter of, we got 20 new coaches that weren't a part of it that got to sort it out for themselves. And so certainly since this season ended, we've all been on the same page about how we need to attack this offseason. And so far, we've been really excited about it.
How did he play in the Senior Bowl? When you guys evaluated that tape of that football game, were you satisfied with what you saw in the actual Senior Bowl contest?
Yeah, there are times in the Senior Bowl you try not to overreact to what you see, right, just because things are pretty regulated and simple, especially as you watch tackles and defensive. I mean, there's no games, there's no twins, there's nothing, And so same with the linebacker, it's a little bit generic. There's no pressures. You're only playing 2 coverages. So again, you're looking for the traits. You get a chance to see that guy up close in the person, what their reaction skills are, how quickly they can retain a playbook, that information over the course of the week, which we didn't get to do with Logan, but you got to ask questions about what he was learning. But again, that's just one of the tools of the process that you utilize. Again, you go back and you reference the game tape from the course of their season. That's number one. Right. And then you get a chance to interview the guys and get a sense for their personality and their football IQ. That's number 2. And then you use all the tools, the All-Star games, the combine, the pro days. Those are, again, just reference tools that you try to check those boxes. And but again, you try not to overreact to any of them.
Is it more?
Zach, you've already hit a triple, 3 for 3. How tempted are you to? There's other guys sliding that are high on the board that you could fill another linebacker. You could add another big, massive offensive lineman. How tempting is it to go for the home run and move up and not have to wait for round 4?
That's one way to look at it. Or you can stay firm like we have, and the guys have fallen to us that we've been excited about. So again, I guess you guys just gotta stay up all night and see what happens. I see you, Ben. You'll be up all night.
Coach, does this kind of show too? You've been talking about your offensive line, how you guys have kind of built it for the last year. Does this maybe show that you got confidence in what you got there?
Again, we have confidence in the guys that are in this building. but there's been 2 players today that have been there for us that we feel like help our team in other ways. And so, again, we are counting those offensive linemen that are here to continue to improve. Some of the guys are getting healthy. And again, the second year in a scheme is certainly going to do wonders for a lot of guys as well, a lot of those young guys particularly. So, but there's no question we have to make improvement there. You know, we're not going to hide from that.
Just a couple more questions, please.
Zach, was there any dialogue in terms of moving back? I mean, second round, first pick of the second round, first pick of the third round, first pick of every round?
Man, Josh Jones, guys, he just went. But Logan Wilson is still a good player. You guys talked about some of his wanting to know some of his grades. 91.6 run defense grade, 81.4 coverage grade, 85.6 pass rush grade, 77.3 tackling grade. So that it pretty much wraps up day 2 here. I think that the Bengals had a good, solid draft. I think that they could have gotten Logan Wilson later. If you're looking for a player comparison, some people have compared him to Dan Scooter. You might remember him. He used to play on the Bengals a while ago. Went off to San Francisco and had a decent career there as well. Let me check what NFL.com says about him and who they compare him to. They grade him as a guy that will be a starter within the first 2 seasons. And then they compare him to Kelvin Shepherd. They actually did project him on NFL.com to go in the 3rd round. On PFF, they projected him as a 4th rounder. They say some of his strengths are that he's well built with the ability to play Mike or Sam. He plays and excels on all 3 downs. He's alert and instinctive, pre and post snap. He rarely is tripped up. He shoots back inside zone gaps, and he's always looking to make the play. He's got quick diagnosis and improves his range as a tackler. He has elite fundamentals as a tackler. He comes to balance and springs into runners like a bear trap. He has impressive recognition and ball skills from the zone, and he has athletic ability to handle some man coverage. His weaknesses are that he needs to balance activity level with early patience. He may not fully trust his own pursuit speed. He can be too early on getting back on the spot, and sometimes he loses leverage backside. He's inconsistent at attacking. He's baited out of position by false keys and average shed quickness once he gets a block landed on him. So they said that he does have some issues in covering the seam. So we'll see. But yeah, man, I gotta ride out. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. No politics. This is all about football. We don't do the politics here. But appreciate you guys rocking with me. And as usual, I'll leave you with a who day all day, every day, especially on Sunday. Love you guys.